Hello, Steph. Hello. 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 Hello and welcome to Vex's Corner. Vex's Corner of chill vibes. How are we doing? How are we doing? Oh my god. Honestly, guys, doing a Facebook stream just before you come onto here is just riddled with nightmares. Riddled with nightmares. Found out what my issue was though. Some settings I had to tweak for Facebook carried over, or I didn't take off for this one, and they're just not compatible at all. But it should be okay now. It should be okay now. Just got off work. It's like I planned it, Steph. I did have a lovely, lovely bright pink jumper on earlier that I'm a huge fan of. It's my favourite jumper because it was winter this morning in here. I'm freezing. And I fully intended to stream in it. I've not purposely come out in a string vest. But it's now red hot in here. After a bit of Fall Guys sweating. Owly. Owly. Muted me? Why do you mute me? Why you give me such mute? Rude. Rude. How's your day been, Steph? Owly? How's it going? This coffee as well, I made this at midday. And it's cold. Technically, I could say it's like an iced latte, just not good. Your computer's a dick, Owly. Have a word. Put it in its place. Get it told. I must say, Facebook is just ball bags. Let's just open with that. The chat delay on there is horrendous. But I've now met the criteria to apply for the Level Up program. So I want to see if it improves over there and if you get like more stuff. So there's more interaction. Because as it stands, I might as well have just hit go live from my phone. It's just awful. Not a fan at all yet. And of course you guys aren't there, so why would I want to be there if I'm not with you? Big cup, big cup. I haven't got my rainbow cup today. It's in the dishwasher. Feeling great. Tons of stuff to do. Well, don't be working too hard. It's as big as my head though. It's as big as the rainbow one. 4 degrees this morning, now it's 21. That's what it was like here. It was freezing and now it's sweaty. Freezing, now it's a sweat box. I actually feel a little bit cold now that I've taken my jumper off, but I know once we start editing, the heat will ramp up again. Thing is, when the editing is like really intense, like on the computer, so it makes the fans go mad, and then it gets really, really hot in here. So if I'm just sat here doing nothing, it cools off. It's really weird. I need like a thermostat in the room that controls the ambient temperature. We're not that fancy yet. We've not made the, well, any money to be able to head down that route. How does this setup look to you? So it was strongly requested that I do like this kind of just chatting edit with me stream. It might end up being more of a just chatting than an editing, because I just don't know how it's going to work. Because I edit on an ultra wide, this is the only view. So can you see, for you to see the entire of my editing software for me on full screen, it's just like that sliver up at the top. So what I've done is I've taken a copy of what we're actually working on and made it bigger on the bottom left, and then I filled up the rest of the space. So hopefully it's okay, but I don't know what to do about the sound. So we've got these nice chill vibes playing now, but when we actually go in to start editing, there's obviously going to be the sound of that. So I feel like it might be a bit much having everything on there. So I don't know whether which one you guys would prefer to have muted. Whether you'd want just to hear me talking about what I'm doing and see what I'm doing, and keep this music on, or whether you want me to, or whether you want to hear the editing sound. Because to be honest, scrubbing through editing tracks is a bit of a nightmare on the ears. But we can change it up. We can change it up. I'm feeling like probably the right thing to do is just have you guys watch for now. But I don't know. I don't know. It's like you're only getting half of the experience. So I don't know. I don't know what's the right thing to do. But yeah, I think outside it's pissing it down outside here. It's warm, but it's wet. Warm and wet. Optimal environment for many fun things, but not for anything that we're doing today. Keep them jokes flying. But yeah, I do hope it looks okay. I hope that you're going to be able to get kind of the gist of what we're doing. But we'll see. And the good thing is as well on here is that we don't have the chat lag. We don't have that minute-long chat lag that we have over on Facebook. Thank God. Thank God. Let me just show you what I mean by the scrubbing noise. Let me just get rid of these markers. Remove marker. It said remove marker. Remove marker. Remove all markers. There we go. Even better. Just off you fuck. So when I scrub through, very occasionally you'll hear like a ch 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 ch. If I actually play something, give it a sec to load in. So for example, you want to hear what I'm doing, but if it turns out sound odd, then switch to music. Okay. I guess that's the thing, because eventually, I mean, normally I actually edit to music, not just random music playing. I normally have an audio track that is the music that is going to be the music behind it, but that will be an actual nightmare for us on this particular example. So I've not done that. So we're just going to edit the clips without music, which is I've never done before. Oh, you see? This is so distracting. So that's that's going to be weird because you're going to have me and then you're going to hear me again and then you're going to hear game sound. So I think you're right. I think we need to maybe drop or remove the Spotify background music. So we'll pause that. So what you'll hear is just what's in here. I actually don't know if my computer is going to like editing. I don't know if my computer is going to like streaming and editing at the same time because they're both very intense things. Editing software is far more intensive than just gaming. So it might just have a terrible time. So what I would normally do, so what I did is before we came on today, just so you guys know, I edit in DaVinci Resolve. So if this is something that you guys are looking to do, so if you're wanting to edit up your stuff, you can download DaVinci Resolve for free, which is super cool. I haven't actually told anyone that I've gone live either. I've completely forgot because I was just messing up. Wah. Do you think it's worth doing it? Do you think I should bother? Do you think they'll just find me anyway? Should I just quickly drop some links? Quality content. See, now you get to hear just nothing. Just me being a complete spesh. Let's do a quick stream 2 of 2. Just, God, help if I could type. Just chatting. And edit with me. Twitch. I always write Twatch. And that's just not right. Okay. Copy. And paste. There we go. And let's spam that on Rickson's, because I know he's really busy. And definitely won't be dropping in. I think he's recording right now. And my going live one is already posted twice because broke it. We put it on Sparky's as well. Sparky. There you go, Sparky. Okay, that'll do. See, this is where this now gets like weird. Why is oh, thanks for the follow, Caliph77. Appreciate that, man. I was just tapped out, so I heard nothing. I don't appear to have any. I don't think I got. Did the follow pop up for you guys? Did it come up? God, have I broken it? Have I broken it already? Simple chatting. What is that? What is that? Put this one to the back. I think what I've done, I think I hid it. No pop-up! Boo! I think it should work now. Maybe. Maybe. No, it won't. Hang on. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I've broken it, guys. I've broken it. So I need something on here. Hang on. I'm just going to go back to my just chatting. I just need to make sure which one. Is it this one? That'll do it. Actually, no, I don't want that one. Oh my god. This is a nightmare. Just having a nightmare. Gonna do the in-game one. I basically just need to find out which of my little things that I've got turned on. Simple in-game. That's the one I need. Okay. 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 We can do this. We can do this. Calm and collected. Calm and collected. Simple in-game. Boom. Pop it in. Right. Ah, I'm so sorry, Caliph. I'm so sorry. So sorry. But appreciate the follow massively. Really do. Hope you're doing well today. Yeah, so the pop-up should now work. Should. So I've built obviously this new scene and then forgotten to put the alerts on. Because so silly. I made sure all of the Saucigs and everything worked. So all of this kind of stuff should still work. So see, all of this is still working. But yeah, I always forget that the alerts something else. So while we were offline, we got a sub or a resub. And we also got a new follow from It's Amy. So I don't know if It's Amy is around today, but hopefully It's Amy. If you happen to watch this back, or if you drop in later, I'll say hello. But welcome. And welcome, Caliph, of course. I'm so sorry. So sorry this is broken. To me it feels really weird not having anything playing. But shall we crack on? So, what I was trying to say before, hopefully I'll now start getting notifications if anybody drops in, that we're editing in DaVinci Resolve today. And what I did to prepare for the stream, because the last thing you want to do is watch me just scrubbing, looking for tracks, or looking for what clips I'm going to use. So when I'm editing my weekly, when I'm doing my little weeklies that I do, do you know what? I'm going to just put this on while I'm talking because I need to not hear my own voice. When I'm putting together, you know, what I'm going to use for my weekly highlights. So I grab all of the footage that I've recorded from everything that I've done that week. And in this case, there was 13 hours of footage to go through. So I wasn't going to make you guys deal with that. No. Nope. Nobody wants that. So I spent Monday and Tuesday going through all that footage and picking out what I would call my selects. So these are what are the clips that I think could make it into the finished thing. So that's what we're looking at on this timeline. So all of these things are all of those clips from all of the games that I've played, and it is literally just from beginning to end in chronological order. So from this one in week 4, so this was coming up to the end of my first month, we played some Minecraft Dungeons. We played some Alien Isolation, and there's some funny clips in there from that one, as you can imagine. And then there's just a little bit of Destiny, because to be honest, by the time I'd scrubbed through about 10 hours of footage, I nearly lost the will to live, and I had a headache last night, so... So I just grabbed a few clips, just a few, and not some of these might not actually make it in at all. So something I need to get better at is I need to set up something so that I can clip or mark where the good bits are as I'm streaming. Because just spending all that time scrubbing through entire, like 13 hours of footage, man, soul destroying it. Just takes up too much time. It's not needed. So I'm hoping to get something in place to make future ones a bit easier. But we will see. So what we have in here then is we've got all of them clips, and they're all split into video and audio. So I can do different things with the audio. I can take the audio off. I can kind of trim it and lift it and do all that kind of stuff separately, add effects to it. All of these things up at the top up here, these are actually the animations and text from the previous week. So what I tend to do, for example, if I come in here, you can see there's just like, I can use these as templates so that my text matches throughout. So you can see all these little like brown things up at the top. If I just scroll through, you can see that's a text that comes in from the left. So we can reuse that if we want. And it just speeds things up a little bit. But how we always start, obviously, I can now turn this off. How we always start at the very beginning is, of course, the intro that we have. So I always just have this here waiting at the beginning. Yeah, that's exactly what I need, Steph. I need, there is actually a control. So I have something which allows me to add a stream marker. And I also have something that allows me to add a clip. So, I mean, I'll try that now. I'm going to add a stream marker because I don't know what that does. And then I'll see what it looks like afterwards. And I can also do a thing that says clip that. And it clips the last 30 seconds of what we've just filmed. So that's going to be the worst clip. So I'll probably delete that afterwards. But the add stream marker, I think, is going to be the one that's really helpful because that will give me all of the time codes of when stuff happens. Problem is, when you're playing a game, you know, like in Destiny or whatever, and it's all frantic, you just don't have chance to do that. So I might set up a command using the Leoran board that allows like mods and VIPs or something like that to do the markers for me. So you can add the markers as well as me doing them. So that then basically I just know to cut out all the rubbish, because you've seen, like, when I play Destiny, a lot of it is just bloody sat in the tower and waiting in queues and stuff. And I've got to scrub through all of that just to see if there was, like, a quick, funny line. So it takes ages. Ages. So I'm going to add another stream marker to see what that does. So there's 2 there now. So at least later, I can go and have a look. Oh, God, it says we're unstable as well. Oh, God. Aren't we unstable? Of course we're unstable. So I hope that this isn't like jittering all over for you, but I'm getting warnings left, right, and centre. I had a feeling that this would be a bad idea. I don't think that it's going to be able to handle editing and streaming at the same time, but we'll try. We will try. So yeah, the very beginning then, if we go through, we get my intro that I made. So we just always have that embedded with its little sound effect. And then the next bit in here is just a text. So again, it's always the same font. Got to keep it the same font throughout for consistency. But this one I just edited and changed it to episode 4. So that's our starting point. And then it's just a matter of working our way through these clips and deciding which ones we want to keep. Because currently on this timeline, I think it's showing that we've got like... Let me have a look. So if I bring it to here... We've got nearly 18 minutes of footage. So you see the 01, that's not, just ignore that. That's not like an hour and 17 minutes. Don't know why it does that. But this little time thing here, this 17:04, that is like how long that point is. So yeah, we need to trim that down because there ain't nobody sitting through nearly 18 minutes of anybody's clips. Don't care who you are. So the first clip that we have, let's have a look.
Crap at this as well. This is like a game made for children, isn't it? Like purposely made for kids that are like 8 and below.
What I like to do
move around
is I like to zoom right in. I like to zoom right in so that I can see all of the talk because I pretty much edit out any dead space, any not the game. I edit out pretty much anything that is just not interesting. So any breathing spots, anything where we're not progressing or saying something funny, I like to keep it really, really like concise. So I felt...
Watch me crap at this as well. This is like a game made for children, isn't it?
And keeping in mind in the background there will be some kind of like funky, silly music.
Like purposely made for kids that are like 8 and below.
So for me, I would put a cut in here. So I have lots of shortcuts set up. So I can do Control and B, and that will cut all the way through both the audio and the video. So you can see that's actually made a little line there.
Move around.
See, I don't want this bit in. Don't want this bit in.
Oh. What do you click? Oh.
So this was the beginning where we were working out how to play, and it was awful. So we can delete out that little gap there, so it will just jump, do a nice quick jump to the next bit.
What do you click?
So yeah, I didn't realise when I was playing this that you can just like hold down the mouse and steer around, and it took me a while just to get that bit, so I think that's what I was thinking when I grabbed this.
Oh my god, you got to click to move? What is this? No! Is there something wrong with your video settings? Destiny looks a bit weird.
So what we'll do is once we've gone through all of these and got like kind of the layout of the video that we want and clipped out all of the bits that we don't want to keep and just deleted them out, we'll then add stuff to it. You know, that's where we add like the funky text and stuff whizzing around, maybe some transitions when we go from one game to the other. But at the moment, we're just trying to get the bare bones of what the edit is going to be and basically trim it down to be like, at most, I would say 10 minutes. Because, yeah. And normally my highlights are sort of like 5 minutes long, but they're creeping. They're getting longer. They're getting longer and longer and longer.
Destiny.
So, come on. Yeah, it doesn't like it, man. It does not like it.
Destiny looks a bit weird. Can we jump?
So on there...
Spacebar, you roll. Oh no, I've got an arrow in my face. How do I get over there?
Right, so I think we just wanted that beginning bit there. You get to hear me speak backwards as well, which is always an absolute delight.
Oh, spacebar, you roll. Oh no, I've got an arrow in my face.
We're not fussed about the arrow in the face. Oh. I think we can just have that roll fail. So if we cut about there, good. Then we can just highlight this bit, and then when I tap delete, it does what you call a ripple delete, and it gets rid of, not only does it get rid of what I've highlighted, but it then closes the gap automatically for me. Up like that. So it's much quicker. So then we've got our little roll. Oh my god, this is going to take me forever. This is going to take me for actual ever because it doesn't like...
How do I get over there? Oh no!
Oh no.
Whoops. That's...
Oh
Roll
no.
off the ends.
Okay, we'll keep that little bit at the end.
Whoops.
I don't like hearing me laugh, so I tend to cut that out because you hear it enough. Get rid of all of that bump. It's Miley! Miley's off.
How do I get over there? Oh no! Whoops. As if you can roll off the ends. Whoops. Oh, you don't have to click, you can just hold your mouse.
Oh, there was the revelation.
Whoops.
So I actually want to get rid of this here, and I want to actually move that over. So I want to kind of do a little cheat. So because we was talking about the clickety-click thing at the beginning, I want them to be together.
Oh, you don't have to click, you can just hold your mouse and move it around. That is far better.
Such noob. Such noob. Yeah, man. This game, I'm not gonna lie, was painful at the beginning. It was very, very painful because I was clicking everywhere. Absolutely, I was clicking everywhere. It was a nightmare. Nightmare!
Oh.
Right, so what we can do is I can grab hold of this one and I can... Oh, it's not locked. Link. So that little thing there that looks like a chain, that links your audio track. So when I click one, it links my audio and we'll move it with my little track there. So the bit where we were talking about...
Like 8 and below.
I think it was this next bit.
Click. Oh my god, you gotta click to move? What is this? No! Is there something wrong?
Yeah, so, okay, so we want all of these, so we can highlight them and move them up. And we want this one to be here. So that that conversation sits together.
No! Oh, you don't have to click, you can just hold your mouse and move it around. That is
Revelation.
Is there something wrong?
And we know that one's okay, so we can move on from that.
Whoops. As if you can roll off the ends. The kids playing this like, what's wrong with that old person?
Oh no.
Senior moment.
Might take that little middle bit out there as
That
well.
old person.
Oop, keep it short and punchy. Oop. Delete that. So that's it. Super easy. That's all you have to do to edit stuff. Done. Done. But yeah, the worst bit about editing anything is finding the clips if you don't already have them to hand. I know a lot of people have mods that are clipping for them as they go through, and some people even have bloody editors, you know, so they can just send the clips that they've made off to the editors to scrub for them. But I don't have that luxury. I just
Senior moment.
I just have to crack on and do it all.
It's been a long time since I touched a creeper.
God. Okay, that's not inappropriate at all. So something that we would do in this bit is, because there's nothing going on in the actual screen, is I would probably then actually do a punch in to my face for this one. So we can either zoom into it.
It's been a long time since I touched a creeper.
Or we can just go straight in there. I think we'll just go straight in there because it's not the longest clip. So if I want to punch in, I just have to highlight the clip that I want to do. Then over here on the right-hand side, I can use the zoom tools. I can just kind of zoom in and out on here. Or if I don't want to do that and I want to leave it alone, I've got a little thing here that's called transform. And I can grab and use those as well to kind of make things stretch or be bigger or whatever. If I want to undo anything, I just do Control and Z and it'll just tab back. But because of the way we've got the screen so that you guys can see what we're doing today is I would normally actually be moving my timeline around up and down and making this bigger so I could see what I was editing. But I've got everything pinned so that you can see it, so we're not going to be able to do that. This is going to be a nightmare. So what I'll do instead is I'll make this like super big and I'll just keep everything the same size. And we'll do a little zoom in there. I don't know if that's probably going to be too much. Oh god, that is not. You're going to see all of my special faces as well today, which is always nice. So that one will have punched in.
Senior moment. It's been a long time since I touched a creeper.
So a lot of the stuff is just about keeping it interesting. So you don't just want loads of footage of just the same. You just don't want the same kind of thing. Switching from phone to my crap top. Yeah, Steph. I say this the bitrate on here is not good, and the whole stream is unstable. So hopefully it's not affecting what you guys are seeing too bad. It's just affecting me, just causing me great pain. So.
I'm like, oh, look at the graphics, it's so amazing. Oh, look at the amazing scenery, and I'm just like, look at them blocks.
I don't like that bit. So that bit, I'm going to get rid of it entirely because I'm trying to talk over the game and you just can't hear either of us very well. So we'll get rid of that entirely. It wasn't particularly funny or entertaining. So get rid of it. But I often do a pass of clipping stuff down, take a look, and then play it through again. And I'm like, actually, no, that's not that funny and not that interesting. And I think if I'm bored of it already, then other people who don't know me are definitely not interested in it. So you got to be really, really brutal with what you're cutting out and keep it interesting.
Whoa! No, I rolled off.
See, I don't think that's particularly obvious what's going on there either. So I'm going to get rid of that one as well, because we've already got a clip of rolling off that was better than that one. Did that gag. Get rid of that. I'm going to end up with no footage left. And so we have a 4-second edit.
It's been a long time since I touched a creeper.
See, that's probably the funniest bit in the whole thing.
Start a business, maybe some kind of like clear stick for itching your nose for on stream, you know, so that people can't see you doing it and you can just slide the stick in and have a little root around. But it doesn't show up on stream.
So this one will definitely be able to like animate in something. Getting the nose was the idea on this one. But what I'd like to do is I'd like to do a slow zoom in to my face up until a point. So the way I'd do that is, if you're not familiar with using keyframes, this is like just a whole nother level. Basically, we can select the clip of where we want to zoom in. And over here on the right, what I want to do is I'm going to want to kind of do a slow zoom. So I'm going to want to have a keyframe on the zoom. And I'm also going to want to change the position. Because if I just do zoom, it's just going to be in the middle of the screen. And I need it to be on my face, which is on the bottom right. So I also need to keyframe the position. So on here, you have these little like dots. And you can tap these at the beginning. So that's kind of saying, this is what we want it to look like on our starting point. So they should be red. And then you can kind of either play across or use your arrow keys to move to the point in which you want the next keyframe to be. So in this case, I will...
money and start a business, maybe some kind of like clear...
So I want it to have reached the zoom in point.
Stream, you know, so that people can't see you doing it and you can just slide the stick in and have...
So we'll maybe get to about there.
People can't see you doing it and you can just slide.
Just before there, I think. So we then add another keyframe. So we've tapped both of them and they're red. And then we set it to the position that we want it to end up in. So I'm going to zoom in. Zoom in. But not too much this time. I want it to be different. And then when I can move the position manually like this. I can just grab these. Or I could have just grabbed the actual screen image and done it that way. So when I do a zoom in like this, I like to keep it so it's stationary on the corner there. So what that should look like if we play it back.
You just slide
Come on, reset.
some money and start a business. Maybe some kind of like.
See, that'll
clear
zoom in slowly.
itching your nose for on stream, you know, so that people can't see you doing it, and you can just slide the stick in and have a little root around. But it doesn't show up on stream. It like gets Chromecast out or whatever. I would buy one.
So I want to cut out that little bit about the Chromecasting because that's actually gibberish.
It doesn't show up on stream. It like gets Chromecast out. Root around.
So we'll cut from there. So we can do Control and B. And then
It doesn't show up on stream. It like gets Chromecast out or whatever.
and then we'll keep that end bit just there.
I would buy one. But it doesn't show up on stream.
Maybe I should keep that bit as well. We'll put a little cut there and we can decide whether we get rid of that extra bit or not afterwards. We'll get rid of that. And we zoomed in. Welcome back, Steph.
But it doesn't show up on stream. I would buy one.
And then we'll do a full zoom in for that one to finish on. And because there's already a cut there, that makes it really easy. So we can just zoom in like further. And bring that up. Bring it up. And bring it in. Easy. Easy mode. Easy mode.
Nose for on stream, you know, so that people can't see you doing it, and you can just slide the stick in and have a little root around.
But I think we'll animate some kind of like finger.
Because it was really.
I think if we find an image of like a finger, and we can have it poking at the nose or something, that'll be quite funny.
Quiet at first.
So actually, what we tend to do is you can put markers on here to say that there's a thing that you want to action here. So we want to get to about there. And then we push M and we make a little marker. And that'll just prompt me that there was something that we wanted to do there. And I can come back to it and be like, oh yes, that's the place. So I'm not hunting for it again next time.
I would buy one. It was.
I think we can take that little end bit off there. I think we need that.
I would buy one.
I'll do there. We can just pull that in, get rid of the gap. How's it working on the crap top, Steph? How is it working? I'm actually cold now. I'm gonna have to put my jumper back on. Hang on. Did you get to see my nice pink jumper that I'm so fond of? It's covered in dog hair. Oh, got the concentration chills. Oh, there we go. There we go. That is better. I just can't regulate my own body temperature. There's something just incredibly wrong with me. Working quite well. Good, 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 good. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. So this next bit. Yeah, I don't know if like I say, it's really struggling my computer to actually just scrub through the footage while streaming at the same time. So I don't know if I'm going to do one of these again. I just don't think that the screen is big enough, you know, as well to deal with the ultra wide editing, and I can't edit in like a small little space. It'd be a nightmare. That would use even more memory. But we'll see. We'll see how we get on today.
It was because it was really quiet at first, and then.
Well, we need to. There's definitely a bit of like stuttering and fannying about there.
It was because it was really.
It was, cause it was.
It was because.
We need to get rid of any of that nonsense.
Because it was really quiet at first, and then it all just kicked off and got insane. I was like, Minecraft Dungeons is intense, guys.
I don't know if I like that either, so I think we can get rid of that. What I tend to find is that my first clips that I do when I'm scrubbing, I'm kind of like, just anything that I find mildly amusing goes in there. But then as I get through the other bloody 12 hours of footage, I find better stuff. So a lot of the early stuff, I'm like, actually, that was a bit naff. I probably don't want that in there at all. And it just gets binned.
I said when they gave us a bloody streamer of the week, I was like, why?
We'll have that one because we want to keep a reference that what we were doing that week.
I said when they gave us a bloody streamer of the week, I was like, why? I was like, why? Is it because of my RGB light?
Get rid of the lols and have that bit because we like to reference the Mutiny crew. They've been such a
Is it because of my RGB light?
big help. Get rid of that.
Literally have no idea what I'm doing and like,
Get rid of that. So many cuts.
literally have no idea what I'm doing and like ass every single like raid that I do and yeah, but, you know. Every single.
And get rid of that as well. Don't want it. Don't want it.
We need to not like. We need to not like. Oh my god! What on earth?
Oh dear.
Need that one.
I think we can skip a lot of this. We'll keep the very
What on earth?
apparent ambush happening there. But then we'll get rid of a load of that.
Need that, whatever that is.
So we don't need all of that.
So many.
We can keep our little so many. Get rid of that one.
So many. I've acquired a. Stop shooting me dog.
That's not what was meant to be cut there. Something weird has happened there.
Stop shooting me dog. Unnecessary. Look at all the arrows stuck in here.
That's not right. So we've got somehow the wrong audio clip has happened. How has that happened? Is that on the other ones?
I've got fucking 20 arrows stuck.
That's weird. That's another thing. You just get to have all of the weirdness. All of the weirdness happening.
Stuck in here. Oh, dog.
See, for some reason, what's happened there? This seems to belong somewhere else. So, let's just drop that down. Pull this one. Whoop. Ah, it looks like that belongs there for some reason. What on earth?
So many. I've acquired a.
Okay, so we need to unlink. Unlink. Go. Maybe cut. Was that one still okay?
I've got fucking 20 arrows stuck in it, it said.
Right, I think that was meant to... I think there's a clip at the beginning here that should still be in there that's missing. We can find it though. Always good fun. It's always good fun.
I've acquired a bat. Get away, it's probably.
I mean, do we do the Rona bomb? I mean, I say we do. I say we do for sure. Do we need all that at the beginning?
I've acquired a bat.
Get rid of all that deadness.
Get away, it's probably got corona. Get away. Stop it, following me.
I think we can get rid of that. Now here's where it's gone a bit weird. So we've got 2 tracks misbehaving.
Stop shooting me dog.
Yeah, so I think there's a bit missing here somehow. Let's zoom right out and see what the fuck has happened there. Let me put this out of the way. I'm gonna might duplicate it actually. So I can duplicate my clips by holding Alt when I grab one. Then I get 2. Like so. Oh, in fact, undo that. I want it to be linked because I want it to give me the audio track as well. I think I can find the clip for this one as well by... How do we do it? If we right click, find in media pool. Does that work? Hello media pool. Let me put the inspector away. Find in media pool. Bring up the bit. Try again. Nope. Fine. So that's not working. So see, now I've broken my my little overlay so you can't see what we're doing. Sad, sad, sad. So we need to find this bit. We need to find the clip that belongs to this bit. Like, where are you? Where are you? So I actually think it's the beginning of this at some point. Let me just check through and make sure it's not just a duplicate.
You can do one, sunshine. Oh, for God's
Bring the inspector back. And there, that should correct it so that you're actually seeing what I'm seeing. Maybe that was the clip.
Shake it off, boy. Shake it off. They're not going either. Like, when I get arrows, they disappear after a while, but my dog's just, like, rocking them.
Yeah, we need to keep that bit in there because I was like, the dog has got like about 50 bazillion arrows in its face.
I said when they gave us bloody streamer of the week, I was like, my RGB light. I need to not, like, stop. Oh my God, what?
Right, so this one, we'll take that out of the way. We'll duplicate these. And then we'll go on the hunt. I'm going to go on the hunt for the missing clip. So I'm going to pull that out of the way. Now, I think it was probably somewhere in the beginning of this. Drop that one down. So I can kind of look for the thing that looks similar to that. Oh, am I going to find it? That's annoying. That's very annoying. Just don't know where the bloody clip has gone. Shenanigans of editing. This is why it takes me so bloody long. Where was it? Lost for all eternity. This is DaVinci Resolve. DaVinci Resolve. Yeah. I say I have the paid version because I use it for my videography. But the free version is pretty close. The majority of the features are available in the free version, which is what you want. But it's quite easy once you kind of know what you're doing. I want to deactivate these 2 clips. I just cannot find that bloody track. Is it maybe that bit there? That and that, I think. Maybe. I think that could be it. 1, 2. Right, let's play it from there.
Right, we need to...
Come on, play. Right, come on, come on, come on. It's not having a good time, guys, this. It's having a terrible time. Twitch is like, we're unstable!
Right, we need to not, like, oh my God, what on earth?
Right, well, we had that bit already.
Streamer of the week, I was like, oh, dog. Why? Is it because of my RGB light?
If I move the wrong bit there. I think we've grabbed the wrong bloody clip there. I think that one was perfectly fine as it was. Oh no. Oh no. It's all gone wrong. Right. Let's get that out of the way there. Probably the clip afterwards that we actually wanted, isn't it?
Right, we need to...
Not that you need to do any editing, apart from a few clips over my phone. Yeah, the majority of the time, I think you can get away with much simpler software than this. But you've seen in my clips, I like to do all kinds of weird and wonderful stuff. But yeah, for like editing stuff where you're doing lots of transitions and lots of effects and sound effects and stuff, it's just easier to have a software. When I do like my wedding movies, you definitely need something like this. I won't be able to do that on a phone. I wish you could. It'd be much cheaper.
Right, we need to not like, oh my god, what on earth?
Right. So that was fine as it was. We want that one to be left the hell alone.
So many.
And that one was fine. So it must have been this next clip. I've definitely skipped somewhere. I've made a right bollocks here. I think because I'm struggling with frame rates, it's just jumping all over the place. Proving to be difficult.
I've acquired a bat. Shoot.
It's over here somewhere that...
Away, it's probably got corona. Oh.
Right, it's this clip. This is the one we need to duplicate, not this one. Let's get rid of that. And we will duplicate here. And I think it's this one that we want to bring forward. Oh man. Link it. Get rid of that. Pull that back. There we go. Now in here somewhere there should be a bit of audio that looks just like this one at the bottom that we're hunting for. I think that's the back end of it there. There it is. Right. So we found it. Ugh. This one we want to bring into like over here-ish. And to make it easier, we'll just kind of match it roughly up to this. And then as I extend this out, there we go. You can see that's the bit we were looking for. The lost clip. We found it. We found the lost clip. It was a chore, but we found it. Okay, so now we can get rid of that spare bit. But now what we need to do is need to make a bloody space for it, and this is what I'm not particularly good at. Not particularly good. Bring the inspector back so you guys can see what's going on in there. So we want... I just can't imagine that this is very, thanks for the sausage, Steph. Thanks for the sausage. I just can't imagine that this is particularly interesting for many people to watch, because... I really just can't. But it was requested, so... Hi, Boff! That is a lot of sausage. Welcome! Welcome along. Yeah, I don't normally do editing streams. We're normally gaming or, you know, well, normally gaming or just chatting or doing those things. But it was highly requested that we did a stream where people could see how I edit the clips. So that's what we're doing today. I think it's probably a one-off because my computer is like, it's having a bad time. It's like, you're streaming and editing? What's wrong with you? This is difficult. And it doesn't really fit on the screen very well. Welcome. How was the shopping? You survived, which is the most important thing. So what I need to do is I need to grab this one, and I want this to be like over here. But we need to close this gap. once we've got the clips in. As soon as I forked out for editing software, sold all my stream skins. May as well learn to use, and yes, survive, barbecue sauce to go on my Is that the only reason you went for some barbecue sauce? I don't think I'd brave going to the shops just for some barbecue sauce. We do like one big shop, like, and it's been every 3 weeks. We've just been making do and living off like Cocoa Pops and you know, super noodles, not even proper super noodles, but you know, the 16p bloody Tesco zone or whatever, Morrison zone. In the whole time since lockdown, I've not even been to the shops. My fella goes for me. I just order stuff online when I can, so I order them Gusto meals, and we have them every night. But if there's anything we need from the shop, he goes. I'm like, I'm not going in there. I can't. I guess it's an escape from the house, but I don't like leaving the house. I think I've become like agoraphobic. I honestly think I've like, yeah, I've not even seen my family yet. I've not seen my mom or dad or anybody yet since lockdown happened. I have recently been out and met with some people distanced, but it was like a good 6 months before I even did that. It's like literally last week. But no, this weekend, I'm going to go see my family. Nothing wrong with a healthy avoidance of people. Absolutely. Boff, since it's your first time here, isn't it? On the Twitch. So there's lots and lots of stuff that we have to keep you entertained on here. If you look down if you scroll down, if you're on phone, or if you just scroll down if you're on your computer, there's like an about me section in there. There's a thing called commands. So there's all of the commands there that you can use to interact with the stream. So the Sossigs are one of them. So you can spend the longer you watch, you acquire Sossig points, and you can use them and spend them on various things. So that's where the Sossig Rain came from. There's a Tickle Fingers one as well, and you use them for shout outs, all that jazz. If you watch long enough, I even gift you a sub, and then if you're a sub, you can use even more commands. So yeah, it's like the longer you kind of watch and hang around and support the stream, the more toys you get to play with. But if you do want to check these out in the future, there is a follow button, and then if you hit the follow, it helps me out, and it also means that you then get notified when I stream. So Facebook has none of that. It just has none of it. It's difficult. I wasn't a fan of Facebook, and there's a huge chat delay on Facebook. We don't have that here. It's much more interactive. Steph says our situation here is totally different to no lockdown, relatively low amount of cases. That's because I bet it's because it's like chilly up there, Steph. It probably freezes its ass off, the old Rona in Finland. I need to come up there. So Boffo, how have you got on with how much have you used DaVinci? Because I find it really good when it's not acting weird. Considering Mixer was never special, Facebook gaming is a major step back. It really is, man. But the reason I keep doing little streams over on Facebook, I say keep doing, I've done 2, is because Twitch has no way of kind of promoting itself. There's so many people on here, all doing the same thing, or nothing at all. And there's nothing to push you out there. You've just got to get the most viewers, and you're just fighting against so many people. Whereas Facebook, when you're streaming, it will just show your stream randomly to people, and it will show it to anyone that's on your friends list. And if one of your friends happens to stop and like click on it, it will then also potentially show it to everyone on their friends list. So the chances of being discovered on Facebook and someone just actually coming, like you did, like you came and saw my stream, it's basically I'm doing it to get awareness to bring people here. So you're a prime example of that working in action. So yeah, that's the reason I've been dropping over to Facebook, but primarily I stream here because it's better. The Finns are sparsely populated. Might be a key factor. Yeah, you're doing well at just staying away from each other. Everyone's piled on top of each other here. Not so much in Leeds, actually. I can see why, like in London, it was just rife. You've used Power Director for editing. That's what I've been used to. Yes, you're very useful. Very useful, Buff. But yeah, I like this one because, like I said, DaVinci Resolve, there's a free version of it. The sort of color corrector in it, the color panel, this thing, is like movie standard. It's I think they used it to like color grade The Martian in the movie. And there's been a lot of blockbuster movies edited together using this. So it's got so much functionality, but the fact that you can get it for free or a version of it, which actually it's like fully functional. There's just a few plugins and stuff that are missing, a few transitions, that kind of stuff, and like audio effects. But yeah, and you can't do 4K, I don't think, in it. So if you don't need to edit in 4K, then the free one is totally fine. But other than that, it's like totally free. It's a really good one to start with. Free is our favourite word, I know, right? Because I used the free one for about 9 months before I then paid for it. And it was just like a one-off payment. So it's not like a subscription or anything. I do have the Adobe Suite as well because I was using that before. And I only still keep it for Photoshop and Lightroom. But yeah. And I only still pay for that because Badgers, my fella, he's got an account and he's a student. Well, he's not a student. He was a student. And now he's a teacher, so he gets it really, really heavily discounted. So it seems a bit daft to cancel it when I'm paying not a lot for it. If I was paying the full price, I'd have cancelled it long ago because the Creative Cloud is very expensive. Stupid expensive.
Stop shooting me dog.
So that's the bit that we wanted. We wanted the little doggy. So we're just going to chop that bit in, pull that bit back.
Shooting me dog. Unnecessary.
All the
arrows.
We'll keep.
All the arrows.
Come on.
Oh, dog.
Yeah, but don't let this, the way this is editing, be something that puts you off potentially trying it. It's been very laggy because I'm streaming at the same time and it's a little bit intense for my computer.
Oh. Oh, fucking 20 arrows stuck in its head.
That was the bit that we wanted. It's got... So we can get rid of that bit.
Oh, fucking 20 arrows stuck in its head.
And then flip that bit and bring that in. Anything else on this one that we want after we spent all that time hunting for that clip? It really did. It had so many arrows stuck in it. Poor
Shake it off, boy. Shake it off.
Poor dog.
They're not going either. Like,
I think we can probably get
like when I get
rid of the rest of that.
After a while, but my dog. After a while, but my dog's just like rocking them.
This is the worst thing about streaming editing yourself, is that I have to hear myself all over. I have to hear myself hearing myself and it's just a bad time. Right, so I'm going to get rid of the rest of all of that clip, I think. So we use the cut. And that's that bit done. I did want to do a punch in on the dog at some point so we can see...
Stop shooting me dog. Unnecessary. Look at all the arrows stuck.
That bit. Look at all the arrows stuck in him. So we can put a cut in there. Do a B. And this bit.
All the arrows stuck in here. Oh, dog. Stuck in here.
And I'll cut out that little bit in the middle. Put that bit out. And then them two.
All the arrows stuck in here. Oh, dog.
Them two will do a zoom for both of them. I think. I don't know if I can do that actually. I don't know if I can highlight them both and apply a zoom. To both.
Oh, dog.
Yeah, that worked. Didn't know you could do that. La 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 la.
Shooting me dog. Unnecessary. Look at all the arrows stuck in it. Oh, dog. I've got fucking 20 arrows stuck in its head. 20 arrows stuck in its head.
Yeah, so we don't need that one because that's just a repeat of what we were just doing on there. So we can... Oh, God. This was pretty much the vibe of that whole game. You died. You died. Repeatedly. Back in the TMG radio days, I hated hearing myself back. Erg. Oh my God, TMG radio. They got pulled up by Peter McKinnon yesterday because TMG, they did a Facebook thing and they were saying, check out this online photography course that was like $3,000 and is now $19. And it had a picture of Peter McKinnon on it, and he found it, and he was like, this is not my course, and I did not give you permission to use my picture. What the fuck, TMG? Like, oops. Totes orcs. Totes orcs. Need to say I didn't see that they replied to him either. Whoopsie. I think everyone hates their own voice since it sounds different when it's played back. Totally different when you hear it live. Yeah. Do you know what? In the podcast, you know, that I did with Ross, I actually didn't mind how I sounded on that. I must have had my posh voice on. You know, best behaviour. Oh, excuse me. I'm tired. I'm tired because it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon and I had a nap. What I need is some cherry pop. But yeah, I don't think anyone likes the sound of their own voice, do they? And as you can imagine, I hear mine a lot. So not only do I spend all day talking on streams, I then spend all the rest of the time editing my voice talking to streams. Different TMG. Oh, is it? Because they were like TMG radio or something. I'm sure they were. But maybe. Hopefully it's different. But it was very funny. What's the monkeys.com news thing we did alongside of it? Oh. Ah. Do you know, what did I get? You know that, what was it called? Thingy skins. Does it Dan skins? Dane skins? Something like that. It was one of the guys from Monkeys that did it. And I won a competition. I was so happy. And at the time, Dead Skin Mask, maybe? I seem to think it was like, maybe it was Dead Skin Mask. But it was like latexy stuff that you basically were stickers and things, you know, for your devices. And at the time, I didn't have an iPhone. I couldn't afford an iPhone, but I did have one of them iPods that basically looked like an iPhone. You know, it was like a big thing with a button at the bottom, but it wasn't a phone. It was just a music player. And I think you could like watch browsers on it. Yeah, so you could go on the internet with it, but it wasn't a phone. It was everything about an iPhone, but without the phone. And I won a skin, and I got a skin for that. And it was like, it was zebra print, so black and white, and it looked so cool. I loved it. And over the years, you know, it came to the time when and it protected it as well. It like protected the whole thing. So in the end, I ended up selling it, and I sold it to my dad, and he was still rocking it. He was still rocking it with that skin on for a good couple of years after me. I think eventually he sold it. I don't know whether they kept the skin on it, but yeah, I just remember winning. It was me, the bee, and Kappa. Yeah, man. Yeah, it was. That's who it was. That's who it was. I remember. But I remember I really wanted one, and at the time I wasn't really earning any money to spend on things like that. And then I won it and was absolutely rocking it. But yeah, we obviously all came together, and my guild at the time was Dark Legion. So I'd been playing on Alliance. So anyone who's not familiar with what we're on about, this is going back to Warcraft. Christ, maybe about 12 years ago, maybe longer. And I was playing in a big guild called Legion, but I wasn't very good. I was just like, I only got in there because my brother was in like part of the raiding party and he was good. So I had a little gnome warlock in there. And I decided that I wanted my own guild, or I wanted just to play with a few friends and not be in a guild that was like so so intense and so focused on raiding and so serious. So I then rolled over onto Horde and made Dark Legion. And I was like, you know, it's just a bit of a laugh and we can like grief the people in Legion, you know, friendly banter. So some of the people from Legion came over as well to Dark Legion, but not intending to actually play there for very long at all. Just for it to be like a side thing and a laugh. And us just to bother each other and like gank each other on roads and stuff. PvP ganking. And yeah, it ended up taking off and it grew and it grew. And then I ended up staying on the Horde and not going back to Alliance. And Dark Legion became its own thing. And it was like this casual little raiding guild. And then we met the guys who were at Monkeys. And who was the other one? Was it Lazarus? Is that right? Was it Lazarus? Or did they come afterwards? But there was 3 of us. And we basically all banded together, 3 different guilds. Just so that we could raid stuff. So we were all like small guilds with the same mindset. And we thought, you know, if we all work together, we can do some big raids because then we'll have enough people, because you needed 40 people back then to coordinate and attend, and you needed backups as well in case people left. So we used to try and get about 50 people ready for a raid night, and you'd have 10 of them as your backups. And then eventually we were just like, fuck it, you know what, we've been doing this for long enough, let's all just become one big guild together. And then we made Detrimentum, and Detrimentum still exists now. So that's the story. Story time. Story time. Warcraft 3. Yeah, man. It's probably the right thing to do. You won't let you play a digital copy without buying again. Oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry. Oh, man. Man, I've been at this since 8:30 this morning. So sorry. Yeah, Warcraft 3. Bloody hell. I never played any of it. I just played all the MMOs. All the MMOs. I did Diablo. I think just Diablo 3. But yeah. None of the others. None of the others. City of Heroes. You can do one, sunshine. Oh, for God's sake. I'm so bad at this game. So we're gonna have that bit. We're gonna lose. You can do one, sunshine. Oh, for God's sake. Then we'll cut that bit out. Now we'll just come back 1 frame. Get rid of that bit. But yeah, man, there was... It all feels like a different life to me, you know, looking back that far. Oh, like, my pre... I'm so bad at this game. Like, the Detrimentum stuff is just mad. It just seems absolutely mad that it was so long ago. So long ago. You have the physical disc, but pretty sure the Reforged thing would be forced on me. Sad. That is sad. Reforged came out, now it's always updates. It's blah. Hate when they do shit like that. It's like, I've already paid for it. Don't want to pay anymore. Must remember to hydrate. Especially when I've been talking a lot. Must hydrate. Why is my activity feed not updating? What on earth? Oh, it's kind of got them all turned on. All on. There we go. There we go. I was like, there's stuff missing off there that I know has happened. I wasn't seeing the sausage parties for a start. I need to send a Miley. I need to send a Miley. Just need to send a Miley. I need to smash my face with a Miley. That's what I need, like, just to keep me editing. So bad at this game.
I've heard that rolling your face across the keyboard is a good tactic. I've never done face rolling. I've just played with the back of my palms.
God. We'll have that bit. We'll have a slow zoom on this one. So we'll do that same thing again with the keyframes. So we'll start at normal.
Rolling your face across the keyboard is a good tactic. I've never done face rolling. I've just...
And we'll have it reach maximum zoom there. So we'll pop our keyframes in. Zoom. And fix the position that way. Whoop. And that way. Check that that doesn't look...
I've heard that rolling your face across the keyboard is a good tactic. I've never done face rolling. I've just played with the back of my palms.
That'll do me. Still waiting for the Roni command. Roni? What's Roni? Am I missed something? Am I being stupid?
Oh, I'm out of things! I'm out of things! I ran out of arrows because I was too frantic with the arrows.
Oh my god. That made me actually jump. That made me jump. So there was a a follow notification goes off in this edit and it just fucking made me jump. Sorry, Ross. Sorry, Ross. How'd your recording go? How did it go? Can't escape DaVinci. Yeah, I don't know if streaming DaVinci was a good idea. You can see how janky my setup is because of the ultra wide. So it's all skinny across the top, and then I've had to kind of crop into the display window so you can actually see what it is we're producing. Oh, is it good? I'm really excited. So when is that one releasing? It's not this Friday, it's next Friday, yeah? Is that right? But yeah, I just don't know how I feel about this because I can't have any music or anything playing because then you can't hear the editing noise. And it just conflicts with it and sounds bad. 4th of September. That's ages away, man. So when are you recording with Access? Is Sazzle gonna actually do one? Or has she just sacked it off entirely? Sorry, I'm gonna have to scratch my nose, which will be just gross. Oh, nice. Oh, so you're racking them up. Good, good. Good, good. I'm trying to think. You could always ask Jake, he'd be a very different person, very different from everybody else that you've currently done. And I know he'd be up for it. Ah, okay, no worries. That's a shame. I actually feel like she would have been a good follow-up to mine. You know, especially I was like, fucking HR. She could have defended them. She could have shown what was like, no, this is how HR is supposed to work. Man, I'm so tired. I'm so sorry. I'm really struggling. You want to do Jake at some point? Wink! And maybe get him in the Rosscast. I'm trying to think who else would be quite interesting. I know who would be interesting as a streamer. Potentially. My pal Sparky. So he was a partner on Mixer, and then it all went to shit, and he's obviously just recently come over here, and now he's on about like 1,500 followers over here, and has had to rebuild up, but it'd be interesting for you to speak to somebody who's been through the Mixer death. that Sparky might be up for it because he's just had he's also just done his streams. He's changed from doing gaming to art streams. So yeah, he could be. But I mean, like I say, he was a partner on Mixer. So it's nowhere near what he was here. So he brought a lot of people with him. But he might be up for it. Especially as he's just relaunched, it might be good. And he's a proper nice lad. You'd have a laugh. He's another Yorkshire though. He's another York. I think he's more Yorkshire than I am. You could tolerate some more Yorkshire. But yeah, Christ, I can't even think of who else to pick. There's so many. There's so many people, you know? So many people. I know, you just can't get shut. Can't get shut. Cannot get shut. I'm going to apologise in advance for this loud noise that's going to happen. Hey there, Yorkshire. Hey there, Yorkshire. Yorkshire tea. But yeah, this is going to confuse the crap out of me now because when I play this next bit, it's a sound alert, but it's not actually happening.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Bloodhound's bird.
Did I want that in?
Thanks. Number 100. You let.
That's why I left it in there. So this was the stream where we got to 100 followers, and that's the reason I've put that in there. I wouldn't normally just have alerts in there. But I was wanting to draw attention to the fact that we hit 100 followers. But do I really want all of that? I can just keep playing it to make myself feel like I'm getting loads of followers when I'm not. It's like, yeah! Every few minutes. Oh my god. Right, so we'll have that, but we'll cut out the get rid of that bit.
Oh, thank you for the follow.
Right, we want that bit gone. And then we'll scrub.
Thank you for the follow, Bloodhound's bird.
And we get rid of the laughs because it's awful.
Thanks. Number 100.
And then we want it from about there. So we get rid of all of that.
Number 100. You legends. I'm definitely.
Come on, scrub. Scrub. Play the sound. Play the audio. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. God.
You legends.
And then there. Harry Enfield. Oh my god, that's throwback. Harry Enfield is serious throwback. Hale and Pace. Easily confused. God. I remember like watching Harry Enfield and Friends. And I'm pretty sure if you watch it back now, you just wouldn't be able to have that on TV anymore. Some of the stuff. Hear all, see all, say now. Eat all, sup all, pay now. And if there ever does out for no, always do it for the sen. That's Barnsley the nose. Well, Barnsley.
I'm definitely gonna die though. This is so distracting. I need to give them thanks.
Yeah, I don't think we need any of this.
And I'm just like getting bitched.
Come on.
It's gonna take some time, isn't it?
Oh my god. This boss was a bitch.
Thank you so much, Bloodhound Bird. Immortalized forever.
Did we want that bit? Maybe. That bit is not.
Immortalized forever in the. Oh, fucking hell.
This is how I struggle to get a sentence out in real life.
Forever. In the oh fucking hell.
Look.
In the history of the Bexness.
In the history of the Bexness. Boop. Cook a chicken. Grab a shower and cook a chicken in that order. No worries, man. Thanks for dropping in. I know you've had a super busy day, but have a good evening. Enjoy your chicken in the shower. Yeah, Seth. I know that, like, loads of it just be banned. There's, like, absolutely no chance. The same for a lot of stuff. You know, there's, like, loads of people are taking down... not people, but loads of networks are taking down certain programs that were made a long time ago, and all the actors in it are like apologizing for what they said back then. It was a different time, you know. It's like, leave the historical stuff alone, just don't do it now. But you don't need to like take everything down that happened historically. It's just bonkers. I mean, you know, it's like I remember my grandparents they would not be tolerated now. You know, they'd get so much shit. And they said things that were just not right. They're very racist, you know, but it was a generation thing. You couldn't change them. You couldn't change their mind. They'd grown up like that. And, you know, it'll just give them a generation when they're not there anymore. And my grandparents are not, so that dealt with that issue. But yeah, man, you can't punish them for the way that they've been raised. And, you know, no. Same thing with them programs. I'm just like, leave them be, man. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. You know, if you're offended by it, don't watch it. Just assume that there won't be any new things like that produced. How does one cook a chicken in the shower? It's a hot shower, that, isn't it? Like boiling the bag. Goodness gracious me. See, I never really got into that one. But yeah. Do you think they would, do you think they would? Do you think they'd do reruns? Or is that like absolutely not acceptable anymore? Yeah, exactly, Bobby. You know, like, yeah, you don't want to, like you say, erase history. Leave it there and learn from it. You know, Christ. Just look back on it and think, well, that... sort of right. What was that one? It was LOLO. LOLO is one of them that was probably pretty bad. You look back on. But yeah, every time that like someone takes a piss out of like an accent or, you know, anyone or anything, or they dress in a way that now would be classed as like, you know, not a good thing. It's like, it was just in the past, man. You know, don't want to watch it, don't watch it. Yeah. It's like, it's not okay now, but it was back then. I've seen it like Jenna Marbles. She's stopped producing content because she did a big apology thing. And I love Jenna Marbles. I've watched her for a long time. It's like, yeah, some of the stuff that she did like 12 years ago was, you know, at the time it was like, she wasn't the only one. She was only young as well, and everyone was doing it. And it wasn't like particularly very offensive, but now people are getting their asses in a twist over it. So if you don't like it, why are you hunting back for videos from her from 12 years ago? She doesn't do that stuff now. And so now she's just like sacked off her entire career, deleted all of her stuff. And I'm like, ugh, madness. Madness. Superman, has he had 2 jobs? What? I feel like I'm missing a joke from somewhere. Oh dear. But yeah, it's there's a lot of stuff in there. It's just a bit, world's gone mad. And the world is, you know, people are becoming you know, less tolerant of all that kind of stuff. But, you know, yeah, leave history alone, man. People pulling down bloody statues and shit, and I'm just like, yeah, but we learn from history. That's how we progress. Don't erase it. Oh, nice. Get it on the Discord. Get it on the Discord.
Lies forever in the history of the Bexness gaming.
The Bexness
has been following number 100. Awesome stuff.
Did I actually say that amongst all of this gibberish? Did we actually?
Thank you for the follow, Bloodhound's Bird. Number 100, you legends. Immortalised forever in the history of the Bexness gaming.
Yep, so we don't need that last bit. Don't need that. What I actually want is that song to play at a point in this, not just necessarily the clip of it. I think I'm gonna drop that up and above, and we'll deactivate it for now because I want to use the music from it. So we can hit D to deactivate. Pull it back over here and close the gap. What have we got going on here? So now we're already like 2 minutes in to this and we're still on Minecraft.
How'd you get up to that bit? Oh.
I don't think we need as much of that as we've got.
How'd you get up?
We can go from there. Get rid of a little bit of that.
How'd you get up to that bit? Oh, fuck's sake.
Get rid of that. Boop.
Whoa, what are them? Jesus Christ!
Alright, we can get rid of that bit as well, just as they appear.
Whoa, what are them? Jesus Christ! Oh, it's hard mode. Jesus, fuck.
So sweary. You'll notice in my edits I don't censor out any of the swearing either because it's basically too much work.
Jesus, fuck.
And this time let's just skip that bit out. How many arrows she's got in her? There must have been a bit at the end that I wanted to keep here.
No, it's going to be TNT at like the wrong time. We're not going to walk out of the blast range.
I wonder if I was planning to do like a sped up bit of that, but I don't think it's really necessary. I think we can get rid of all of that.
Oh, it's hard mode. Jesus. Is this like high level? Am I going to get... Oh god, am I going to get dissolved?
So we can get rid of that
like
little...
high level? Am I going to get... Oh god, am I going to get dissolved? God, am I going to get
Come on, computer, you can do it.
dissolved?
We might have to leave the laugh in there, because... Gotta have some lols. Come on, just play.
Oh god, am I going to get dissolved?
Right, and we can cut that little bit. So this is where our friend came along and boosted us and got us to like level 30 in a couple of runs. It was mad. So you'll see as well that the audio is like all over the place. So what I'll do is once I've got everything cut, so I highlight all the audio and I normalize it so it cannot peak above sort of minus 10, and it just makes sure that there's no bits that suddenly blast your lobes off.
Oh, he's calling me out. Oh no, I knew I shouldn't have tried to help.
And get rid of that bit. Because yeah, you can already see that that's going to cause peaking and it's going to be a bad time. So we'll fix that audio later.
Oh, fuck's sake. Adam. Oh, fuck's sake.
So we'll get it to about, get rid of that bit.
I nearly had him.
Yep.
Nearly had him.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Had him.
Scrub.
Nearly had him.
Right, get rid of that bit. Not gonna lie, guys, this is incredibly difficult to edit while streaming it.
Am I making this incredible?
I might just... I think I can maybe do it from there.
Am I making this incredibly hard for you?
Yeah, I don't need to see me die again. You can
Am I making this
assume that I'm
incredibly
dead.
hard for you? You know, it's like, if this isn't hard for you.
Cut it there. And there.
You know, it's like, if this isn't normally a challenge for you.
I don't need to say, you know, it's like. You can see why this takes me so long to get a video out. Because I cut out like everything. And so much waffling. I envy the people who just hit play and just upload the entire thing. Because I just can't do it. It's so boring.
It's like, if this isn't.
I think that bit can go.
If this isn't normally a challenge for you, I will definitely help make it a bit more of a challenge.
That bit can come in. It's about there. Hopefully this is interesting for you. Because it's not like art. Just editing. It's like admin. Come watch me do admin.
My life there, just getting boosted. Oh, those guys coming waxes! Run away, they're faster than me!
I got it. I was on controller, so I don't even.
Wait, we need to get to
I got it.
just there. We'll do. Get rid of that.
I got it. Boom. And then like there's this
Just gotta stay out of
demon
trouble.
side of him.
Oh, that's the final boss when I was like level 10.
Oh. That's hilarious.
Do I even want that in there though? Do we want the final boss in there? I don't think I even did anything in it. I don't think there's anything particularly funny. It was just like...
Boom.
He just runs at it. And it's like... So I think we'll maybe have the final boss just getting chinned. Come on, Scrub, work!
Just gotta stay out of trouble. Try it, stay out of trouble.
Alright, and then we'll have it from there. Get rid of that. Get rid of that.
That's hilarious.
I don't know if I want any of that in there, actually, thinking about it.
Boom.
Yeah, do you know what? I'm going to get rid of all of that. Gone. Executive decision. Get rid of it.
Oh god, I missed.
Oh.
See, it's just not... It's loading the audio before the for the track because it's like, why are you streaming this? It's difficult. Ah, so this was annoying as I forgot to switch. I forgot to switch my screen. I was on the wrong view. Can I recover it though? Or is it going to be too pixelated? Let's have a look. Can we recover it? Well, that's a way to get a lot of shit going on, Steph. Triggering that bot. Dat bot. I'll try zooming in. I don't think this is going to look good enough. I mean, I don't want to be on me, that's for sure. You see how, like, I totally fucked it. I was in the wrong view. I don't know, is that too pixelated? I don't know. It's not the best. It's not the best. I was on the wrong pissing screen.
Oh, I missed. I got mowed. Oak, you ready?
We'll see. We'll leave it in for now. I might take it out afterwards.
Ready? No.
That was when we introduced the Sossegs.
So many Sossegs drowning in Sossegs.
So we can keep the Sossegs because we enjoy the Sossegs.
Ready?
I'll have that there. So my last video, I think this is how long it was because this here, when this gamer thing, when that comes in, that's like my end screen. But you know, we've got a lot of trimming to do. We've got a lot. Look at all this lot. Look at all this shit. Right, I'm gonna move all of this way over to the end so we don't have to worry about it. What's this up here? What is that? Right, random text. Okay. All of these, bung them over here. So they're not in the way. And zoom back in. Quality. It's quality content, Steph. You know it. Severely lacking quality content. You know how much we love them Sossegs. So we definitely need to have a punch in there to make it more interesting, because that's quite a long clip. So we'll do a break and then we'll punch in. Whoop.
So many Sossegs.
I think we'll keep that short. I don't need the rest of it. Hourly. Cheers. Brown water. It's diamond in the rough. Something like that. Like shitting a diamond. Oh man. Yeah, I just keep thinking, guys. I keep thinking I could have been playing Death Stranding with you. And the people who were like, we want to see you edit, aren't even here. Ah. I appreciate it, Owly. I know you're working. I really appreciate you. It's cherry Pepsi. Cherry Pep. It's got no fun in it. No fun in it, because I figured you don't want to be fucking dude. You don't want to be smashed, do you, while editing? That'd be not good. Especially when it was earlier and I lost a clip and you've got to find it. I was like, oh no. Technically, I'm working right now. This stream is the one that's felt the most like work, you know? doing my admin on stream badly. And we've got nowhere. We've been at this for nearly 2 hours, although, to be fair, we were very late starting because it was all broken. As always, it's always broken. But yeah, oh, I'm such a big fan of the cherry pop. With rum in it's better, but yeah. But yeah, we will get this video out. This video is gonna go out. It needs to go out no later than tomorrow, because then I'm away for the weekend and I won't have a chance to do it because I won't have my computer. Nearly, Owly. Back for you it is. Oh, it was Boff. Sorry, Boffy. Very nearly. 10 minutes, man. But Steph and Owly, those two are both in the future from us. So for them, it's already past 5 o'clock. So if you want to go by their time zones, go ahead. Any news about the wedding work? Other than every wedding that was planned this week. Not this week. This year is now next year and the year after. That's what's happening there, Owly. It's not good, is it? It's not good. So we need to become internet famous super quick before I starve to death. Yeah, there's only actually 10 minutes until it is 5 o'clock here. But yeah. We've got the right people in the chat if you want it to be past 5 o'clock. Once the Americans come in, you know, they're behind us. That's no good to us. Yeah, it's rubbish, Owly, but I'm just glad, you know, I feel bad for them couples that's like lost deposits and stuff. So there's so many of them. The people that, you know, I had booked, I've honoured their deposits. I'm just like, let's just, you know, we'll just move it to next year or whenever, because they've lost thousands. Some of them have they've had their dream venue booked for years, and now it's been cancelled and their new date isn't available. And so they've lost the deposits there and they've got to go book somewhere else. And yeah, some people have lost a hell of a lot of money. Some of the people who didn't have like wedding insurance have lost everything. And they're having to start saving again from scratch. So I feel really bad for them. But yeah, it's a bit shit that I don't get paid either. Get on it, Owly. Get on it. It's party time. Midweek party time. Oh, dear, dear, dear.
So many sausage.
So many sausage.
I think I'm having a stroke, Smoke.
God.
That's quite hard to say as well.
We can cut that. Oh, shit, that was the wrong button. See, this is why we don't drink and edit. Now we can cut that. We cut that. Pop that in there. Does that now make sense?
I think I'm having.
I need to cut that little bit of breath. Don't like any breath. Get out of it, breath.
I think I'm having a stroke, Smoke. That's quite hard to say as well.
We'll do a little. I want to do a slow zoom. Really no. I'll highlight both of them. Will that let me? No, it will not. No, it will not. I can only transform on one at a time. That's annoying.
I think I'm having a stroke.
Stroke. Stroke,
Smoke.
We'll do a zoom in on that one. Whoop.
Hard to say as well. Stroke.
Stroke. Smoke. God. Oh, I hope Smoke's not around listening to me being a div. You'll never make that mistake again. Marriage. I never got married, Buffy. Nobody wanted to marry me, so it's too late now. Wrong side of 30 now for that shit. Is there now new laws in the UK for the wedding events? You can get married, but not more. They completely stopped it. So at one point you could have up to 30 guests. So some people were saying, we'll do it, but we'll just have a small thing. And then for me, they were like, oh, will you live stream it for us? And I was like, yeah. And then they changed it. And it was just like, you could literally have 5 people, and that had to include the officiant and your two witnesses. So you had whoever was doing the wedding ceremony, 2 witnesses, and then the people getting married. So that was all 5. So you couldn't even have a photographer unless one of them was also the witness. So there were people are going to get a photographer as well over having a videographer. So that just got sacked off. And then they put it back up to 30 again. So a lot of people, once it went down to like you can only have 5, they then just cancelled it. They thought, well, fuck it, we're not going to do it this year. We'll do it next year or the year after. And now that they've put it back up to 30, people are really afraid to then rebook it because they've already lost deposits once. So they're just kind of thinking, well, again, we're just not going to risk it in case by the time our day comes around, they cancel it again. And they say, now you can't have them, and it's only 5 again. So people are just really twitchy about it because they've lost a lot of money already. And it just sucks, man. But yeah, they're definitely... We haven't been doing very well over here managing the Rona. 500. Are there even 500 people in Finland? I know what you mean. I know what you mean, Boff. I do know what you mean. Like I say, I'm going back over that way over the weekend. So I'm visiting, and I'm a bit worried because I've stayed away from everybody for 6 months, and I just know everybody back home just doesn't care, and they're just acting like everything's normal, and that is going to freak me out. I'm probably going to have the biggest panic attack. 10 people having a party invites 3,000 to an event. So, shit like that still happens here, you know, even when it was full lockdown, even when nobody was supposed to be meeting and you were only supposed to be going out for like absolutely necessary stuff. Excuse me. People were like all meeting up, even in the town centre, because like football matches and shit. And they were meeting up just in fields and parks and stuff, and in beer gardens, you know, while the pub was shut, they were going there and having parties. And like, you know, shut down pubs were having like lock-ins and stuff, and people were just, and then wondering why it was peaking, you know? Yeah, I think there's a few places that are kind of on quarantine as well. So if we were to travel somewhere, then when we come back, you have to have 2 weeks in quarantine. And you're like, oh, I just can't be pissing about with that. It's crazy back again. When yesterday I played some volley on the beach. There's people without mask kissing, hugging. All at the same time. That's a big ass orgy there, Owly. Boris is absolute fucking shambles, mate, but they're all as bad as each other over here. They're all just... The thing is, it's like, the people, at the end of the day, it's like, have your own mind. Don't rely on, you know, Boris Johnson to tell you to not be a dickhead. You know, just don't be a dickhead. And people are just like, well, the government hasn't specifically said that I shouldn't go and do this thing. They've just said that it would be in my best interest to not do the thing. And it's like, no, just don't be so selfish. Wear a mask. Stop being a prick. I know, man. How sad would that be? It's so sad because I was in Barcelona a few years ago. Been a couple of times now. Do like Barcelona. I like the Rambla. I like the, what do you call it? The, forgot what they're bloody called. You know them chipped potatoes? You get them potatoes that have got like spice on, and then you have them with the alioli. Patatas bravas. My fave. Love them. Posh chips. Yeah, man. Jonathan Pye's amazing. Absolutely fucking cracks me up. Oh, yeah, man. Because I love traveling. Like, one of my favorite things to do is to travel and eat good food. That's my life. If I'm not traveling, I like to go to restaurants and eat nice food. And now we don't do any of those things. Yeah, Patatas Bravas, man. Yes. Nom, 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 nom. Yeah, we have to wear masks, obviously on public transport, but you have to wear them when you go into like supermarkets and just basically anywhere where there's people crowding around. But a lot of people choose to wear them just anyway. If I'm fucking near anybody, I put a mask on because I'm just like, stay away from me. I used to get ill a lot with like colds and flus, you know, because when I was a singer, I was just always obviously breathing in all of the stuff. So I'd like to think that I've actually got quite a good immune system for that kind of stuff because I just picked up so much over the years, like 10 years of being a singer. And I sang through it, you know, I had all of the worst throat infections and I just fucking sang. Because it was how I brought my money in. But then after that, I didn't really pick up very much. It took a lot for me to get ill with any like cold or flu thing. But more recently, as I've got a bit older, I've started picking things up again. So I'm just like, oh God, have I killed my immune system by overexposing it? Yeah, I think I will, Owly. I mean, I've got the yeah, we've got the karaoke, haven't we? Got the karaoke. I think if anybody ever triggers that karaoke, I think we'll do a Twitch sings stream instead. You know, just switch it over and then just do a load of songs on there for the laugh. Rather than just a one-off karaoke, because it's a lot of points. It's a lot of points. You just want to be put in the bin. That's a shit time, Bob. That's a shit time. I don't know what it is, but you hit an age and suddenly everything just breaks. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm being very, very rude. Come on here to entertain you. I'm just yawning at you. I'm not normally this knackered. But yeah, mate. I had pneumonia when I was a bairn. I was only like about 2 or 3, maybe 3, because I do remember it. I was a little bit older than a toddler. Had pneumonia, and I just seemed to pick up everything at one point, you know, and struggled with the breathing and that. And apparently, if you've had it once, you're more likely to catch it a second time. And I'm like, I just don't want to get bloody corona and then die because some arsehole felt that they shouldn't wear a mask, you know. But it's not even that. It's like, one thing, if I got it, all my family are basically at risk, and I wouldn't want to infect them. That's my biggest worry. Yeah, I got him bouncing back in a day, half dead and sitting a bit funny. About 2 years ago, every other day I'd like pulled my neck, you know, and I couldn't drive properly because I couldn't turn. I couldn't like look over my shoulder because I'd like pull my neck muscles. Just turned out that my pillow was a bit too hard. I had to get a softer one. Oh, my pillow's a bit too hard. Throw my neck out. Fucking stupid. I used to literally be able to just sleep on a wall, you know, or in a bin, or in a bath, and be totally fine. Not now. I need the perfect pillow. Chickenpox twice. You're only supposed to be able to get it once, aren't you? Don't they call it shingles the second time round, or is that like the adult version? I'm not sure. Not sure.
Where are they? Here they are.
This was a funny clip, man. I'll tell you why this was funny. Because in the game, so this is where Alien came in, and I was trying to look over the steps, and you can see me actually looking up and over. I'm like, it's a fucking game, I can't look over.
Where are they? I'm actually lifting my chin to look over. I'm such an idiot. I'm like, ah! Where are they?
So we'll do a zoom in.
I'm actually...
So we'll do a cut there. And then one across. Do a zoom and a position.
Actually lifting my chin to look over. Such an idiot.
And then on such an idiot, we'll stop. Such an idiot. Zoom in. Move across. And move up. Look at this, how easy is editing? It's just a playback because it doesn't like playing it back while I'm streaming. It's like, it's too much. You're asking me to do too many things at once. Too many things at once. Ah, come on.
Actually lifting my chin to look over. Such an idiot.
Shingles is different. Oh, maybe. I just thought it was like the adult version of it. You know, I thought when you got chickenpox once and then the next time you got it, it was classed as shingles. But I don't know, because I don't think I've ever had shingles. I know both of them suck balls, for sure. You slept in a concrete bunker, minus 25C, nothing. Gust of wind, my neck is dead. I know, what's it all about, Steph? What is it all about? That is mad. That is mad buff. We're just all weak. We've all gone soft. Soft in our old age. I sit here on a comfy editing chair and I'm just like, oh, I'll be back. Oh, I'll be back. I need more cushions. I need more like bum support. I need lower back support. Like, and you can see, I don't sit in my chair at all. You see, I'm just like, am I turning it the right way? I do it that way. I'm like, I'm sat so far forward in it. It's not good. I need to tuck it right in. I need to tuck it right in and I need to be like this, don't I? And then I just look like a super old person. Like, this is fine. But yeah, I can see why people have them extra cushions, you know, that are like on the back here for like the neck. I need one of them. I need one of them in a lower back cushion to help me.
My chin to look over. Such an idiot. I'm sneaking. She's gonna fucking get it.
Get rid of this little beginning bit here. Oop.
I'm sneaking. She's gonna fucking get it.
And then we'll do a little cut. When do we smack her? Now there's the sound of smacking her. So my audio is out of sync for this. I can't really do anything about it, unfortunately. Because if I resync the game audio, unfortunately it's linked to my speaking as well. So then I would also be out of sync. So we just have to deal with that. Fortunately, that is a stream issue that we have fixed. Does it not help? Oh, well, I won't fucking bother then. I nearly bought one. I'm glad I didn't now. It's just the whole chair is too far back. It doesn't like come forward. There's like, I would need about 10 of them cushions to even touch my head. Like, who games or works does anything like this? Nobody. Nobody. And it can go further back, but it doesn't come further forward. It's just stupid. Stupid. Very.
I'm sneaking.
Not very good.
Get it.
Oof. Smack.
Bye, sweetheart.
And then we cut there. And that's where we're getting bitch, so we can keep that, because that's always funny.
Fuck's a man.
Where does it? Come on. Come on, you can do it. You can play.
Oh no!
I think that's the gunshot, so we can get rid of that little bit. Keep the gunshot.
Oh no!
Dead. we'll take that just until the deadness happens. Come on, scrub. See, normally when I'm editing it, as I grab the thing, you can see it would actually play through and I'd be able to see exactly what I'm doing, but because I'm streaming at the same time, it's just frozen. So it does make all of this a lot more difficult.
Fucking hell.
That's actually quite funny. We can have that in. We can have that.
Fucking hell. Who did that? Who shot me? Fucking hell. Who did that?
And we can just, I think we'll just keep that one zoomed in on me there. Do another simple zoom, because easy mode. Might do a punch in and then a gradual zoom. Have a look. Then we'll do another zoom in there actually. I think that will be dramatic. Dramatic. Maybe. Boop. The double punch in, double punch in, double punch in.
Who shot me? Oh.
Alien was a nightmare, man. I'm glad I'm not playing it anymore. That's all I can say about that. Oh dear. How do I flip this out? I just want to have a little look-see. Da.
Oh my god, this is difficult. Do I need to watch a tutorial?
Off that beginning bit.
Oh my god. Tutorial.
Get rid of it up to there.
Should we do that together? Should I just...
Get rid of that.
Should we do that together? Should I just load up YouTube and we'll watch somebody else do it? Get in the thing, get in the E. And then we go around.
Now this bit, I don't know to keep like any of this in. This is like a really, really long bit. And I put it in the highlight clips because it's like, it was a really difficult bit that we struggled with. And this is like showing it succeed. But I don't know if it'll, I don't know if it'll be that good to watch back.
And then we go around. Collect my scripts. We go around. And we give them a second. How long do we give them?
This was like all the tactics. I think we can get rid of all that beginning bit there. Certainly get rid of that lot. Nothing really need to see there.
Bit longer. 2 at a time, yeah? 2 at a time. So, we can go now.
I think they were over there.
In fact, you know what I'm going to do here? We're going to undo that cut. What we'll do is we'll put a speed ramp in here because we've not done one of those yet. So we'll put a speed ramp. So to do that, we just need to do the retime controls, add a speed point.
2 at a time, yeah? 2 at a time. So, we can go now.
And then it'll speed up through that bit.
I think they were over there.
until we attack, which is about here. And then we can add another speed point, and then we can change the speed in between to be like 200%.
Sir, we can go now.
I think they were over there.
And that needs to be even faster than 200%. 400 gonna be too much?
Sir, we can go now.
I think they were there.
Yeah, 400's better.
Get back in. Are we winning?
I think we can... Right. So we'll keep that bit up to there and cut that
Get
bit.
back in. Are we winning? Are we doing it? Get in. Oh my god, I'm gonna shit myself. Ah!
Then we'll maybe have that
Oh my god, I'm gonna
bit.
shit myself. Ah!
You see, I can't really see what's going on there, so we can maybe get rid of that bit entirely.
Oh, I fucked it because. Oh.
Right. Oh, we want maybe that bit. See, we might just get rid of all of this in the end. Might just keep a little bit of it.
Is there 2 there now? Is that 2? We need to go.
So we can cut that bit out because nothing happens because I fanny around like nobody's business in this game.
We need to do a bit of that, I think, because I definitely took a shot then.
Don't need to see me healing.
Oh, shitting hell.
Yeah, I remember I bollocks this. I only just survived.
Is there 2 there now? Is that 2? Oh, shitting hell.
They're like,
Oh my god, I'm gonna shit myself. Ah! Is there 2 there now? Is that 2? Oh, shitting hell. Have one. You have one. Ollie it. No! Die! Did I win? Did I win? Oh, I made a mess.
I think that's all we need from that bit to about there.
Did we get them all? Oh, fucking hell.
So sweary. Earlier when I was streaming Fall Guys on Facebook, I realised that there was comments that I couldn't see that were on my wall as opposed to the gaming page. I didn't spot them till afterwards, but I was like swearing and saying all the bad things on on it because it's a very stressful game. And then I read these other comments afterwards, and it's like my brother-in-law. It's like, oh, Delilah, my niece, who's like, is she like 10 now? 10. Oh, she loves Fall Guys. She's super happy. I'm like, if I'd known she was watching, I wouldn't have been so bloody sweary. I can only imagine that, like, turn it off now. Turn it off now. Auntie Becky's been vile.
In one hand, Royd's in the other. That's what we call a party.
God. What?
I'm in one hand. I'm in one.
Now, that's not quite right. We need to extend that out a little bit. Missed a bit off that clip. There we go.
Hammer in one
There we
hand, Royd's
go.
in the other. That's what we call a party.
There's a little bit of wheezing there that we definitely don't need. Get rid of that wheezing. Oh shit, hang on. Control Z. Do the cut. Do the cut. Drop that down. Get rid of that there.
Oh, update map. There it is.
What was that
Oh,
about?
update map.
Definitely don't think we need that.
There it is.
Definitely don't think we need that.
We made it. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm not. You can. This isn't on purpose. What?
Maybe it was for this bit.
We made it! We made it! We made it! I'm so sorry, guys. I'm not. You can. This isn't on purpose. Whoa! Look. Oh.
Do not know what all that was about.
I'm not trying to be this special. It's just a gift.
I think it's because we wanted that bit.
I'm not trying.
Get rid of that.
I'm not trying to be this special. It's just a gift.
Get rid of that bit.
It's just a gift.
And that. Oops. Cancel. When you're not looking at your keyboard.
It's just a gift. Right. Just a gift.
A little bit more. Just to there. That will do it.
There is something coming.
So that 100% needs to be super zoomed in. On the face. Zoomy zoom zoom. Super zoom. That was genuine. Shat myself expression right there. I know it's not right in the middle, but it cannot be perfect.
Gift.
It's not.
There is something coming.
Rid of that quiet bit. Really hate Alien, it's a terrible game.
There is something coming. Oh my fucking god.
Hey, this is just before you actually see the alien for the first time.
Fucking. I really, really hate this game. I can't.
It's not a lie. It is true.
I really, really hate this game. I can't tell you how much I dislike this.
That's why we don't play it anymore.
Oh, is the baddie coming? Oh no, it's gonna bitch me, isn't it?
There's the baddie. I kind of need to leave that in
no,
there.
It's gonna bitch me, isn't it? Oh no! Squat! Oh.
Right, I think we cut it there.
Oh.
We just need to see the tail do a flippity floop. Spoilers. Spoilers, there's an alien in Alien. It's really annoying that the sound is just off, you know, because it just was in the stream. Hi Alpha! Hello Steve, how are you guys doing? How are you doing? We're doing alright. We're doing alright. I don't think that a live editing stream is that good. So yeah, I probably won't be doing one again. But yeah, it's just like doing my admin, you know, on stream. It's a bit weird. And when I'm not editing, there's no sound. I'm like, hello? Yeah. So to be honest, it's just the layout. It's very difficult, I think, for you to see what I'm actually doing because of the ultra wide. And my stream is unstable. It's having a really hard time to run the editing software and to stream at the same time. So yeah. But, you know, we said we'd try it. We said we'd try a live editing stream. So that's what we did. We stuck to it. Yeah, they do, but I highly doubt that they're editing on an ultra-wide, and they probably have a second PC to run the stream. So I just have the one. So I'm trying to do it all just on one PC, and I think it's just too much for it. It's actually editing is difficult because it's like it's not when I'm trying to make it scrub, it's just not doing anything and not responding, and it's really jarry. So it must be quite if it's difficult for me to edit, it must be difficult for you to watch. But yeah, maybe one day when we get a boss of a PC or a second PC, one dedicated to the stream and one dedicated to like the gaming and editing, it would work better. But yeah, can you see like obviously what you're seeing on the screen? That top section, that's my ultra wide, that entire thing. And if I was to do it in Windows mode, I'd be editing on like a tiny little thing, which would be even more difficult. But it would add more strain to the computer rather than doing it in full screen. So yeah, it's just not the best. It does mean you get to talk to me while I do my admin, but it also means that while I'm just talking to you guys, which is what I prefer to do, I'm not doing my editing. So if I was going to do a just chatting, I'd probably rather just do a just chatting and have my like just chatting screen on and just have a bit of quite like chill music playing in the background. Rather than trying to edit me screaming through Alien. We're getting there though. We're probably about halfway through the edit. I mean, it's taken over 2 hours to get to this point. It's been slow going because we've not really done that much actual editing because the computer's just like, no, don't want to play. Oh, Miley. Oh, Miley. Don't forget, guys, you've got all them other ones.
Do it!
All them other ones to have access to. Nobody ever uses the shut the fuck up one, and I think people just feel a bit bad, you know, telling me to, like...
Shut the fuck up, you cunt!
But don't, man, it's there for that reason. But yeah, like today, if I wasn't doing this edit stream, I was going to be streaming Death Stranding, and I was just like, I want to play Death Stranding. I think we might be streaming tomorrow as well. I don't normally stream on a Thursday. It would normally be Friday. But from Thursday night, I'm going away to see my family. And I'm away and not back till probably Sunday night. So I don't know if I'll be back in time for the Sunday night stream either. I'm going to try and make it back in time. But instead, I think I'm going to bring the Friday stream to tomorrow. And I think if we can get it set up, we're going to finally stream that Minecraft in the private server that Husky set up. So I think we're going to do that tomorrow afternoon. So just more of a normal stream. And then if I'm back on Sunday, it will be back to Destiny again. But if not, we'll be doing a Monday stream instead. Edit streams need to be extra ones. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it a lot. I've done 2 streams today, Steve. Miley! There goes Miley. Thanks, Jake. Yeah, before this one, I did a 12 till 2. It was actually till 10 past 2 because I did the wrong stream at first. Over on Facebook. So I did some Fall Guys there, then took a 50-minute break and then started streaming on here for this one. Have to make an entrance. How did the rest of your stream go, Jake? How was it? Thanks for the lurk, Kane. Kane. You've not got to call you Kane because you're Arthur now. Yeah, so I think tomorrow there'll be a stream, probably 3 o'clock again, the usual sort of time, you know, for the afternoon streams. And then I'm traveling that evening, going to see the family. But yeah, I don't think there's a chance I won't be back in time for the Sunday one. I'll keep it planned in just in case we're back early. But if we're not, we'll just move that one to Monday and do it then. So you'll still get all of the usual streams at the usual times and all that kind of jazz. Well, not. They'll be at the same time, just different days. So there'll still be free streams in the week over here. and then we'll plan another couple of Facebook ones in for next week some point. But I think the Facebook ones, I think they need to be in the evening. Shorter evening ones, I think. Yeah. The Facebook one, I'm hoping now that I've leveled up on there. So there weren't many people on it. I didn't expect there to be. But I'm hoping that it leveled up so it's better. I just need that chat delay to be gone. I don't know if that's something improves as you level up, because it's just not good, is it? We're not used to it. We like not having the chat delay. Went really well. It's slow going, Jix, because I'm just chatting to everyone. I'm not getting anything done, and it's just a weird stream. This very weird, incredibly weird. I don't think you can really see what I'm doing because of the ultra wide. It's got it so small. Yeah. And when we're not editing, there's no background sound, so it's all just a bit like doop doo. Jake, yeah, that's my hand. That's my Apple Watch there. Does look a bit laggy, doesn't it? But no, because it's so little, you know, because of the ultra wide, because that what the video is gonna look like when it's done. I've basically taken a second crop of that, so it's a bit bigger, so you guys can actually see what we're editing. And then put it next to my camera. So yeah, it's not my hand. It's not my hand. Yeah, my God. You guys distracting me. No apologies. Do not apologize. I'd much rather talk to you guys. That's why I've listed this as like a just chatting, because I would much rather talk to you, but I feel like if I was doing a just chatting, I'd much rather just talk to you and just have the quiet music playing in the background and just do it like that, rather than having the randomness of trying to edit as well, because it's very disjointed. And I just don't like it being completely silent. I just find it weird. Yeah, I'd just like to think, Steve, that like say that as you level up that they give you like better server or something. I know that they give you better quality on the stream, which I don't really care about. 720 is fine. You know, because most people watch it on mobile anyway. But yeah, the chat delay is just vile. And I always try and have a really interactive stream where I'm really talkative with you lot, and the chat delay just kills it. Just kills it. It's no fun for anybody. We're just reliving this bit on Alien, Jake. So you ready to like have a fucking heart attack again? Look.
Oh, it's gonna tentacle me.
And it did. Many times.
I don't like this.
Do we keep that laugh? I normally get rid of all the laughs. Just like laughing at your own jokes, isn't it?
I don't like this.
I think for that we have to keep it, because I don't like this.
Fucking don't be getting your head out, bitch. Get down.
Reliving the trauma. Nope. Right, we want the nopes in, because that's...
Nope. 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 No. Fucking no.
Oh, I remember what happens here. We spot them.
Get to it.
And we're like, bye guys. Catch you later, guys. So I think we'll cut out the middle bit of that. And then just run.
Nope. Get to it. Get to it.
It's so funny. I was like trying to run, but I was in the crawl position. And so of course it didn't work.
Fucking, we live in here now, sorry. Oh man, I don't.
What? Need that not to be sticky. Get the magnet off. There we go. Put the magnet back on. Yeah, Facebook chat delay can suck one. Just remember what you said 3 minutes ago, because what you read will be the response. I know, and that's hard. That's like power hard mode when you're streaming. Especially like if you're in like quite an involved game and there's a lot of chat going on. Thinking back to, and then like jumping back to conversations that have progressed over 3 minutes, just not good. It's not good at all. It's just not very good. It's just, they just haven't thought about it yet. It's just not made for gaming, basically. And the fact that I accidentally streamed onto my personal Facebook wall and not my gaming one to start with is just stupid. Because I thought that it said, where do you want to post the notification to? And I was like, oh, I'll send a little note on my wall. Brilliant. And in doing that, it flipped it from the Facebook gaming just to a normal live stream that didn't even count towards my viewership and everything. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? It was a nightmare. It was just shit. It's not very good. But people have massive growth on there, and I'm like, how have you tolerated this absolute bag of horseshite of a streaming service? But yeah, I'll still keep doing little ones, you know, and to promote this, because like Boffy found me on there and has come across, so you know, it's brought one person over who's been great today, so, and has stuck with me through this shit show of an awful experimental stream. I think Boffy, you'd have had much more fun on one of my normal streams. I'm sure of it.
Oh man,
So,
I don't like it. Don't like it. I don't want to
so apologies for that.
come out.
We can definitely cut that. But how much? How much of a little...
I don't want to come out.
We'll leave a little bit of the hang on there, because you can see the actual sadness in my face. We'll do a zoom in, I think, on this one. We want to experience the pain that I felt, because it was a lot of pain. So we'll put the keyframes back in again, and then we'll take it all.
I don't want to come out.
We'll take it all the way to the end of the speak, and then we'll make it zoom in. Make it zoom in. Pull it across. Take it up. Is that big enough? Want to go bigger? Let's go bigger. About there. Look at that. That was genuine upset. Genuine upset right there. Take it from me and Jake. Don't play Alien Isolation. See how that looks.
Oh man, I don't like it. Don't like it. I don't want to come out. So that's it.
God.
Isolation, game's over. Ripley like cracked on with the.
Yep. That's where I should have ended it. Right there and then. I should have just quit.
So that's Alien Isolation, game's over. Ripley.
Get rid of that. Might get rid of all of that yet, but I'm not sure yet. Not sure.
Ripley like cracked on with the rest of her day, and we all had a lovely time. Nothing else to see here.
Yeah, and get rid of all of that. I honestly can't think of a game I'd tell people not to play more. I know, right? It's just that so many people were loving it. You know, I had a lot of followers who came to the stream because they wanted to see me play that game, and I was just like, this is the worst. It's like self-harming. Why would you want to play this game? Oh, Buffy. Can't have too much fun. First time out, forgotten what fun is. We'll remind you, but just not on this stream. This stream is just a shambles. Most of mine are a bit of a shambles, but they're usually a bit more fun than this. I mean, I'm kind of hoping that Mixer do get their hands like into Facebook or vice versa. You know, and they take the good stuff out of Mixer and just totally fix the shit show that is the Facebook thing. Like, give them some fucking streaming servers that can cope. And just have like some interaction. There's no way to interact, is there? There's no like special emotes. there's no alerts or anything. It's just fucking shit, man. And like, you know, there's no Miley, that's for sure. Some people paint minifigures on stream. I was watching Sparky the other night. Yeah, I get that. I saw that because he's just changed over from playing games to doing the painting the miniatures. I get that because you can have the music, you know, so you're doing something with your hands that isn't like this. It's using all of my computer's memory and power to do an edit, and then trying to stream that as well. It's just like, I hate it. But that's like arty. Editing isn't really art, I don't think. Editing is admin. But yeah, it's like, you're focusing on like the intricacies of doing the painting and stuff. And then you can also, there isn't any other sound with that. So you can have nice music playing in the background. The issue I've got here is that I can't have some nice chill vibe music because then it interferes with the sound of the edit. So normally when I'm editing, I actually have the music track that I'm going to have playing on the finished piece and I edit to that. But it would be a nightmare for you to listen to that, me cutting it and scrubbing backwards and forwards. It's quite a difficult thing to tolerate if you're not the one editing. I know that if I hear somebody editing and they're scrubbing backwards and forwards, it grates on you. So when I'm not actually doing anything, there's just no sound. So yeah, if it was like an art stream, if I was drawing or sketching or whatever, and it didn't have noise playing because I'm scrubbing, I think it would be better. But we said this at the beginning, I could have muted the sound of the editing and just had the twinkly music in the background, but then you lose a big part of what it is that I'm editing. So it's a bit of a weird one, you know. Yeah. Computer hates me. The computer's just like, get fucked. And it's giving me the worst warnings. It's like, everything's too high, panic. The bitrate is through the fucking roof. It's just like, the Twitch is just screaming at me. It's screaming at me. It's like, why are you doing this? Why are you streaming and running the most intense editing software and editing in 4K at the same time? Why? But yeah, man, I really want to try it because a few people have said, oh, you should definitely do it. It'll be amazing. You know, over the last like month or so. And I'm just like, oh, I was thinking it's going to be janky. It's not going to like it. But yeah, if I was doing just drawing and doodling, because I do have a tablet, I have a graphics tablet, it's a really old one. But if I was maybe just drawing logos or trying to do something like that, which I'm not very good at, really aren't, then I think that'd be cool and that works. So if I was painting and I can't paint for shit, that would also be cool. But yeah, this is, it's difficult, man. It's difficult, and the computer does not want to play. And I have a good computer, you know, this is a very powerful computer. We built it specifically for editing. But editing and streaming, they're both two very different focused things, and they're just competing for all of the memory at the moment. It's just not optimized to... It's not optimized to do streaming. It is optimized to edit, but it definitely isn't optimized to do both at the same time. Oh, we've got the bit here where Arthur Reload came from. Yeah, it's the thing is, Steve, what I'm gonna do is, instead of obviously streaming an edit, because at the beginning I was kind of doing it almost like a tutorial and talking you through what I was doing, but now I'm just editing. But I am gonna do a complete beginner's guide on DaVinci Resolve and like just talk you through from beginning to end what you need to do to quickly edit up your first thing. So like adding in your clips that you want, showing you how to cut them and put them together, showing you how to get all the sound right, show you how to do a few effects on there and transitions, and then how you would export that. So I'm just going to do I think that might be one of my next videos for next week. So you can then watch the video of it rather than watching me fumble around on stream. I think that's what we'll do. I think that'll be better.
Does it have to be...
So this is where Arthur, my brother's name got changed from Kane82 to Arthur Reload, because in this game, I was asking everyone, I'm like, my gun, it won't let me reload. Someone kept saying, make sure your gun's loaded. And I was like, how do I reload? And they're going, hit R. I'm going, R for reload. And so R for
reload.
You can hear me bashing it and nothing's happening. Hang on. Tap, 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 tap.
It have to be empty before I can reload. So now, if I do left trigger, it'll shoot right instead of like swinging, or do I have to do right trigger for shooting?
You just see my confusion. I was like, this game is fucking awful.
R for reload. R for...
Get rid of all of that. Oop.
Arthur. It's his name.
I know what we wanted from here. We didn't want the audio. What we did want was what came up in the chat. So on here, we need to separate the audio. So we unclick that, and that will then let us just get rid of the audio, like so. Good. And then we can take this clip, drop it on top of here when we're first talking about R for reload. There. And this clip, we need to zoom into the chat. Oh, wrong way. Zoom. Let's see, we want Kane saying R for reload. We'll get me in there as well, I think. Maybe. Actually, we might just crop right into it, actually thinking about it. Don't think we need me as well. Don't think we need me. So, from here then, on this clip, we then want to do cropping as well. So we open up the cropping thing at the side, bring it in, whoop, and crop right. And top. Just need to find, there we go. Oh. And crop bottom. Crop botty. Whoops. Okay, and then if I should be able to do transform on that one, can I just grab it? There we go. I want the transform to work. Oh, it is working, but it's going weird. So now, wowzers.
R for reload. R for reload.
And we clip that one back in. And I like to do what you call a J cut. And that's where something slightly overlaps the other, but the audio remains like behind. So it actually forms like a J shape. And the L cut is when you do it the other way around, and it just kind of masks it and ties it together.
R for reload.
Like a so. So we can pull that one over there.
R for reload. We died.
And it just makes that nice and smooth. Very subtle, but very smooth. But yeah, Kane then changed his name to R for reload.
We died.
And it turns out I think he stuck with it for about 4 months. He thought he could just change it and then set it back.
We died a lot. We saw the alien.
So we can get rid of the So this was my summary then of the game. I'm gonna get rid of that. Gonna get rid of that. Now we're gonna have to bring that one in a little bit though because of that J cut. About there. Will that do it? And if we relink them, whoops, relink them. There we go. There we go.
We died a lot. We died a lot.
Yes, we did.
The alien. on me and freaked me out. Did not like that. I hid in a box for a while. I failed to.
Don't need Get rid of the Nobody needs to listen to me any more than usual. Get rid of that.
I failed to reload a weapon because it was fully loaded.
God.
Fully loaded. What else happened? That's probably that's probably it.
Get rid of that one. And get rid of that space. We're getting there though. We're getting there. We're getting there. Make sure that
I failed to reload a weapon because it was fully loaded. That's probably it.
We need a zoom happening here, don't we though? We need something going on that is a long spiel of text.
We died a lot. We saw the alien. It dragged.
Right, we'll have a slow zoom on here for sure. Slow zoom. Up to about here, maybe.
Freaked me out. Did not like that. I hid in a box for a while.
We'll take it right to the end. Right to the end. Ish. That's near enough. Near enough. Near enough. Near enough. Oh, it's not. Oh, I hate it when it does that. Oh, it's lagging. Come on. I can see the box is bigger. But it's just like not. See, the image isn't updating. The stuff on the outside is moving around. But it's just not updating because it's bag of shit. Bag of shit. Right, just a slight zoom in.
We died a lot. We saw the alien. It dragged its tail on me and freaked me out. Did not like that. I hid in a box for a while. I failed to reload.
Make an montage. And a swear word one too. The swear word one would be long. There's a lot of swear words. I could definitely do an one. Funky remix with the sound bites. Thing is, this stream, there's a lot of sound things that happen because in the stream, I don't know if you hover over, I don't know if you can see it so much on mobile, but we have sound alerts, and yeah, there's always, on a busy night, there's a lot of them being played. There's a lot of shit swinging around, you know, all of the command ones. Have we had the rave dog today? I haven't seen the rave dog. Where's the rave dog in? There's our little rave doggy. There's usually all kinds of shit going on, man. Now, how do we deal with this?
The alien, it dragged its tail on me and freaked me out. Did not like that. I hid in a box for a while. I failed to reload.
So I think, like, we need to get the dimensions for this last frame over here and copy them so this one starts at that size. So then it can start zooming in again. So it's 1.354. This is a shit, man, when you have to do this. 1.354 zoom, and then minus 169.410 minus 169.140. Woo! Zap! Zap in the face! Oh, right, spaffed on my mouth. Spaffed right on my mouth, Steph. Forgot about that one. I've not seen Zap in a long time. Is that 410? No, 410, not minus 169.410 minus 169.410. That's the one. That is the one. Yeah, there's all sorts down there. All sorts down there. I'd still have them new ones, but I said that once we get to 500 followers, that we'll release another 8 new ones. And we might add a few more of the ones that are already there to, like, the ones you can buy with Sussex. Maybe. Maybe. So then we need to be 93.382. 93.382. Hopefully you guys are seeing why this takes me so fucking long now.
In a box for a while. I failed to reload a box for a while. I failed to box for a while. Failed to.
So we'll have it start zooming in again there.
To reload a weapon.
We'll zoom in a little bit more. So we add the keyframes. Move it up. Move it across. Just make sure that works.
I failed to reload a weapon because it was fully loaded. That's probably it.
And then that one will just have like punched in on its own without a zoom. Big punch in. Big punch in. Ooh, you punch in. Ooh, you punch in.
Loaded. That's probably it.
Now we need to be in more. Otherwise it just looks a bit weird. Bigger! The worst thing, making yourself a meme.
It was fully loaded. That's probably it.
Just an embarrassment. Driving home from Sheffield with Beck's edit better than a radio station. Good to hear, man. Fighting off bloody Grimmy.
Oh, fucking hell. Shit my pants.
Don't get that on Radio 1, do you? That was the farting into a tuba sound.
Oh, fucking hell. Shit my pants.
Just that moment there that we need to cut to, because hang on, if I do a cut there, then we need to do a punch in that point.
What is that music for? That is unnecessary.
Yeah, we'll just grab that few seconds there, and then we can lose that bit, because the bit we wanted from here was the expression, because I genuinely was shitting myself. Oh, come on, man. Come on, Zoom. It's really struggling, man. This is really, really struggling. Struggling so bad. Oh my god. Look at it. How slow it is. Ah!
Shit my pants. Gonna be.
No, this is definitely not Premiere Pro, Jake. Premiere Pro, there's not a chance you could stream Premiere Pro and edit on it at the same time. No chance. Not on the same computer. How do you do the transition where you move from a zoom out to a zoom out, or vice versa? Zoom in to a zoom out. You need to use keyframes. Oh, okay. Good, you're not driving. I just thought you was maybe just listening to the audio of it, obviously not watching it. So that works for me. That's fine. No, it's Jake, I'm editing on DaVinci Resolve. It's the one that's free. there's, well, my version's a paid version, but there's a very, very similar version that is free. And for about 9 months, I edited on the free one. I only got the paid one because I needed to edit in 4K. That's pretty much the only restriction, other than a few transitions and stuff that are not on there. So what you have to do, Jake, is you set your first keyframe where you want the zoom to start. So, you know, if you're zooming in, you would set your first keyframe at the furthest point that you zoomed out. And then you move to the point where you want it to be the most zoomed in. And then you add some more keyframes. And without doing anything, once you're on that keyframe, you then make it the size that you want it to end at. And then it will gradually transition between the starting point and the end point. So I can show you. Let's have a look. Do we have one here?
We saw the alien. It dragged its tail on me.
So you can see it
Freaking out.
zooming in there.
I hid in a box for a while.
So you can see it's doing that little zoom in. So if I click on this one, over here, it's really hard to see, man, so I'm sorry. These little red dots are my keyframes. So if I scrub back, right, so if we go to the very first one, so on DaVinci, you get these little arrows left and right. So if I click on the left arrow, it takes me to the first keyframe. So you can see on there, it's like fully zoomed out. And so then I found the point where I wanted the zoom to end. And that was, if I click the right keyframe, right at the very end over there. And then it just naturally, it just like sort of gradually gets bigger. I hope that makes sense. I don't think I explained that very well. New tweet from Stream Elements creeping in. Look at Fall Guys getting into my shit. Get out. But yeah, the easiest way to do keyframes is set your first one like at your start point, and then set your next one at the end point, and then the software will do the rest for you. What you then need to do afterwards is you need to change the how abrupt it is. So if you're using Premiere Pro, it's a little bit different, but it does let you do it. It lets you set, you highlight all of the keyframes and then set them to when it starts, you want it to be ease out, and when it finishes, you want it to ease in. It's like backwards, so you don't ease in and then ease out. It's the other way around. But in here, you don't have to worry about that. You just go to the retime curve down here at the bottom. Let me zoom in. You drop this down and you get the retime speed. Get rid of all the other ones, otherwise it's dead confusing. Oh no, it's not. I need the X, Y, and zoom, don't I, on this one? Not the retime, because we're not doing a speed ramp. Silly. So you need to get both of them, the X and Y zoom. And these little things here, these are your keyframes. So you can see there, it's got like a straight line. Well, on this, you just can click these ones that like curve it. So this is like your ease out, and it makes it curved instead of being a jarring sudden zoom thing.
We saw the alien.
And this doesn't show it too well because it's like such a long transition. But you see how it's now curving up gently rather than just being like, rather than it being like a tick. So it just makes it look a bit more natural.
We saw the alien. It dragged its tail on me.
Oh no, I've done the wrong one. I've picked the wrong one. Broken it. So I can just undo that. But yeah, don't do that.
Did not like that.
But yeah, that works really well when you're doing speed ramping. So, you know, if you speed up and slow down. In fact, I have a speed ramp somewhere. Where's the speed ramp? Because we can do it to that. Where was the speed ramp? There it is. So speed ramping in DaVinci is way easier than doing it in Premiere. So on this one, for example, you just set little markers where you want the change to be. So I wanted at this point here it to suddenly go faster and then it to resume to normal speed here, so I can see this bit's 100% speed, this bit's 400.
So, we can go now.
So you see fast, 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 and then slow again. But that's really jarring. It's not good. So again, what you're doing here is you come to the retime curve and you find the retime speed. So this one demonstrates it really, really well. Look at that. It's just like a square. So if I click on this one and change it from the straight one to the curly one, and the same for the other side, it then has made it like a soft, gradual, like ramp up and a soft, gradual ramp out. And you can grab these little things here and you can even it out a little bit more so that it's more curved. So I like it to be nice and round. So now when you play that back, see how it's sped up nice and then slowed down nice, so it wasn't just like fast, slow. And that just makes it look a lot nicer. So yeah, whenever you're doing any kind of change in speed, always make sure that you like make sure it's a curve and not just like a Story time with Bex. Look at that, beautiful, beautiful little curve there. Gotta love a curve. And they're just little things. I think the majority of people wouldn't even notice, but this is why it takes me so long to edit, because I piss about with all of the, like, oh, it's got to be smooth, it's got to be perfect, it's got to be a J cut, it's got to be an L cut, it can't just be a hard cut. Right, guys, we're at 6 o'clock. So I think I'm gonna wrap this one up and I'm gonna finish this edit myself and get it done and get it gone. But yeah, I think we're gonna do, we'll put some music on. Put some tunes on. I think what we're gonna do tomorrow, how many videos I've got through? Like, actually none, Jake, this is a nightmare. You know, the last 2 days when I had my Twitch ban, do you know what I was doing? Let me just switch out of this. Oh my god, look how shiny I am. Oh my god. So what 2 streams in a day does to me. Makes me super shiny. Just ignore the fact that I've got nothing in my little box flying around up there. No game on the go. Let me just get rid of that a sec. I'm just so distracted at all. But yeah, them 2 days, all I was doing was scrubbing through 13 hours of footage, finding clips so that we could do the edit today. So it took me all that time just to hunt for the clips because there were just so many hours of stuff. And it just takes ages. It takes ages and ages and ages. So the actual editing, when I'm just doing it, doesn't take that long, to be honest. It's the finding the clips. So yeah, radiant. Thanks, Steph. So yeah, this is going to be a long one, it looks like, though, because after all that scrubbing, I got down to about 18 minutes of footage, and I'm just, you can see I'm just deleting so much of it now, which is so annoying. But yeah, just finding them little good bits that you want to include is just a nightmare. The good thing is that I'm not going to have to look through this particular stream for any clips, because there aren't any. But yeah, so what we'll do is tomorrow we'll be streaming again from free. So because I can't stream on Friday because I'm visiting family, we'll do one tomorrow. And it might be Minecraft on Husky's server. Just a little bit of something different again. So we'll do that for a few hours tomorrow. There won't be a Facebook stream until next week. Thank God. But then, hopefully, I'll be back in time for the Sunday stream. But if I'm not, and I can't do the Sunday night one, I'll just do one on Monday. And like an extra one. Because I don't want to have to be rushing back for my family, you know, if we're having a good time. We might be back early because the weather is forecasted just to be horrendous. So we might not stay. But yeah, if there's the option to stay, I will do. But yeah, so just a little bit of a change this week to the usual schedule. There'll still be the free streams, but they're just going to be a bit all over the shop, you know. So what we'll do is we'll find somebody to raid. So sorry, Steve, I know that you're probably not home yet, but I'm just going to finish this one up so that I can get the edit done and posted with any luck. I hope you guys all have a lovely evening, and thank you so much for coming along. Little shout out to Caliph for the follow, King of Bodgers for the resub with Prime, and it's Amy for the follow as well. Thank you guys very much. Really appreciate you. And appreciate all you guys for stopping along for this very weird bit of a shit show. Something different. We said we'd try it, but we'll probably never do it again. Thanks, Steph. Who should we raid, by the way? Have you guys got any suggestions? Let me just pull it up. Twatch. Twatch.tv. Type that every time. Oh, should we go see Sergeant Vicious, seeing as he is streamer of the week? Should we drop him a little raid? Might as well, hadn't we? I'm just clicking him to make sure he's not just finishing. Oh. Is he just finished? Has he just finished? Or is he on? He is on. It just said it was like an end screen then. Or is he just starting? Confused. We'll try. So sorry if I chuck you into a dead raid, guys. Wouldn't be the first time. Sergeant. Right, guys. We'll see you soon. We'll catch you tomorrow if you're about. Same time. Thank you very much. Let's get that Sergeant Vicious. Give him some love, guys. He's our Mutiny Cruise streamer of the week. I want to send him some love. He's a very supportive guy.